that all of you will be able to follow the action. To follow all what happens in the competition, keep an eye on the Revel IMAR social networks and the Appgrade application. Thank Bren Chong for sponsoring this competition and making this event possible. Bren Chong Cup 2. Get ready. Bren Chong Cup is back with an incomparable prize pool of $40,000 and open to everyone. The competition will be divided into 4 regions: North America, Asia, Latin America and Europe, and also in 4 stages. The second will be the regional group stage. Starting on January 9, the 16 players from each region coming from the qualifiers will advance to the group stage, where they will test their potential against 16 players from the Clash Royale Elite. These 32 players from each region will be divided into 4 groups of 8, and in a round-robin format, they will fight to advance to Phase 3. The regional finals will take place from January 28 to 31 and will feature the 16 best classified from each continent. A single elimination bracket will determine the 3 representatives of each region. We will have a world final of the Bren Chong Cup for the first time, where it will be decided who is the best player on the planet. We will have live streamings in many languages: English, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, German. In short, that all of you will be able to follow the action. To follow all what happens in the competition, keep an eye on the Revel IMAR social networks and the Appgrade application. Thank Bren Chong for sponsoring this competition and making this event possible. Bren Chong Cup 2. Get ready for the show.
Are you ready for the show? Are you here for the show? Are you all about the show? Well, I know you are. Hello, welcome. I'm Rich Slaton, caster for Clash Royale League, here with you for yet another day of action in the European region of the Bren Chong Cup 2, the $40,000 prize pool event, running this January through February, with a mixture of some of your favorite pros invited to the event and open qualifiers for half the field here as well. Huge prize pool for a community tournament with the opportunity for players you've never seen before, maybe don't know at all, to have a shot at a big win. And it's been a great tournament so far. Of course, earlier in the day, you might have seen some of the Asia region for our Bren Chong Cup 2 being cast by Cashman. Here's the link for you in chat for his Twitch. Also, his YouTube is available just for YouTube in general, but the replays of those will be right here on my channel. But you can go watch live on that link right there, twitch.tv/Cashman, with just, I believe, 2 N's in that version. No, 4 N's, sorry, for his Twitch link. You'll also be able to see the LATAM region there. I'm here for both the European region for this chunk and then for North America starting next week. And again, as I said before, we are on day 4 of our European action. We'll have some of that coming up your way in just one moment. Let me throw the music back on there so it's not just me chatting. Hope you guys have been well so far. Hope you guys have been enjoying the action so far. If you haven't yet, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. There's a link in the chat, and if you're watching this on replay, the link is down in the show notes, or just hit the button that says subscribe. Let's go ahead and take a look at our field for today, and it is an absolute banger of a field. IamJP, one of the defending world champions, St. Belikin, a very popular longtime pro, Javi Catorze of SK Gaming, or formerly of SK Gaming, Boeufmac, the most sought-after free agent going into 2020, and then our open qualifier players, Matthew out of Germany, who's very talented, Roon Bar, Omer, and Hugo, all also good enough to make it to this stage as well. Hugo, one of the few French participants in our event at the moment. Here is our lineup for the day. This is day 1 of Group 4 action. We do have 4 groups in each region. We've already seen the first half of Group A, B, and C action. Here we are with the first half of Group D. They will play through about half of the matches overall, and then in a few days' time, they'll be back again to play their second half of the matches. The top 4 from this group will move on to the regional finals, where we will see the top 4 from Group A, B, C, and D all compete not just for a piece of the first chunk of the prize pool, but also for a shot at that grand world final, where the top prize is 15,000 euros, dollars, 15,000 big pieces of currency that they can spend on anything from hamburgers to pass royales. So there you go. It's going to be a pretty fun one. The format for this event is best of 3 at this stage. The entire event is ban on first loss. What does that mean? Game number 1, just normal game of Clash Royale. No cards are banned. Everything's on the table. Once you've lost, a player has the option to give a global ban, meaning that card is not available for either player for the remaining 1 or 2 games. If both players end up losing, we go to a game 3. There's a possibility that each player has had a banned card, and then we are in game 3 with 2 global bans, 2 bans that apply to both players. So we'll see how that factors into strategy as time goes on. If you want to follow along with things, with updates, with scores, with standings, both for this region and others, one of the sponsors of this event, Appgrade, AppGrade. The Appgrade app, as you can see on that side of the screen, Appgrade can give you all that information and give you up-to-date scoring, as well as the opportunity to vote one way or the other, cast your vote for who you think is going to win each match. So AppGrade, the Appgrade app, you can go ahead and jump in there and get more involved. I have not seen the Eastern matches yet, so no. For those of you asking in the chat, have I seen that? No, but those matches will be available for replay on this channel a little bit later once I get those sent over from Cashman. But of course, you can have, as I said before, go watch all the live streams for the Asia and LATAM regions over live with Cashman on Twitch. And then here, this is the home for EU and NA. So you can see the Appgrade app on the right-hand side of your screen, going through each of the matchups. Like I said before, we'll be going through about half the matchups today, and then in a few days' time, let me give you the exact date on that. I believe on the 18th, we get the second round of action. The 17th, the second half of the Group D action. Tomorrow, we're back here again with Group A, which includes Morton, Lapakati, Kuchiku, Vitor, Predator, Brawley, Novak, and Entraflay. So if you're looking for some of those players, they'll be back on tomorrow in the second half of Group A action, which will be very, very fun already. Again, you can go to Appgrade to see the rankings, the standings there so far. Matthew and Boeufmac today, I believe, is one of our first round matches on the day here for Group D. Yes, our Group D opening matches, as they're going through right now on the right-hand side of your screen. St. Belikin and Hugo will be the first one, the Brit versus the Frenchman. Then Matthew and Boeufmac, 3 German players, 3 German open qualified players in this group alone. Lots of young Germans playing in this event. Then we're going to get to IamJP and Omer, as you can see, another one of the young open qualified Germans. And then finally, Roon Bar, German number 3, up against Javi Catorze in the final match of our first round today. Of course, we're going to be getting through rounds 1, 2, 3, and halfway through round 4 today. Some of those matches might be off stream for time constraints. We're going to keep this to about 3 hours today, but you will see a lot of really great Clash Royale. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the chat here for a moment. Scrooty Tootie saying, Rich, how are you today? I am very well. I hope you're doing well as well. Do I know the way? Tony, this is the way. So I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and pop back here. Hello, are there Russians here? I'm assuming there are Russians everywhere. That's my general assumption, is that wherever you look, there are Russians. At Charlie Johnson, Rich is waiting for matches just like us, so sit tight. Oh yes, guys. I'm not in charge of when the gameplay actually starts. I'm just casting. This is coming from a production studio in Spain, and sends to me, sends to our casting in English, German, Italian, French, Spanish is the main production studio. But there are a whole bunch of different productions that are all working together to make this happen. So as soon as they send the first game live, we'll be getting the game live together. You and me together, right? Best friends forever. It'll be very, very fun. Let me give you one moment here. Did I already set this one up? Is that the correct? No, that's yesterday's lineup. All right, never mind. Bloodwork saying, donating, make a little super chat there. Rich, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. Working hard, but excited for today's matches, and we are kicking things off right now. Guys, I was supposed to have a co-caster today. You might have even seen that on my main screen there, but unfortunately we weren't able to get together early enough to get the technical things all sorted out. So I do not have a co-caster on today, but Joshua Crap Sharon will be joining one of these days to help out and with the broadcast and lend us his expert opinions and experience on this gameplay. But unfortunately, we were not able to make it happen quickly enough for today's event because of technical challenges. But we'll get that sorted out, get it going for another day. Here we go, game number 1. Hugo up against Saint Belikin, of course. I'm pretty sure you guys all know Belly from his many years as a high-level competitive Clash Royale player. Played for Team Queso when they won the European Championship back in 2018, and then now, of course, finishing up his time with Cream Royale Betis in our most recent season of Clash Royale League. Hugo, on the other hand, a lot of experience outside of the highest level of professional players, but has participated in some of the biggest semi-pro or outside of CRL leagues. A part of the No Tilt League in the fall with Space Station Academy. On the roster for France in the World Royale League back in 2020, about a month ago, where they ended up taking second place in the world. We'll see if he makes it. I don't know if France has announced their No Tilt Worlds roster yet. Curious to see if he does make that roster, given the performances he's had as of late. Belly going with 6 Loon up against the Giant Skeleton Balloon deck. Why is the format so complicated, says Yoop. The format's not that complicated. The format is fairly simple. It's a lot like, I don't know, it's not dissimilar to the World Cup in terms of the format. They're playing best of 3s. After you lose a game, you can ban. And then the overall format, we have regions with group stages. Then you go on, if you make it the top 4 of your group, you move on to the regional finals. If you get past the regional finals, you go on to the world finals. Not particularly complicated. How old am I? Old enough. Balloon at the bridge right now for Hugo behind the Giant Skeleton. Electro Spear trying to slow things down a little bit. But that should be enough for a connection with the Fireball's help. No, just barely dies beforehand. Here we are, sudden death overtime. 150 remaining. Here's the rules in the chat there on YouTube if you want to go ahead and check out the whatchamacallit, the format of it for yourself. Omotayo, happy for the mod promo. You don't need to put it in there more than once though, moderator. Balloon to the left-hand side behind the 3-3 split. No connection, death damage on the right-hand side, though. Bomb tower down in response for Hugo to play some defense. Snowball trying to do just enough to get that balloon on tower, but with the Ice Wiz help, not going to happen. 17:07. Going to get down to pretty close to even here. 14:35. Belikin takes the lead with 1:10 remaining. There we go. Harris Bush, you cannot get a shout-out. No, you cannot. Balloon to the left-hand side. Right now, it's Belly really putting the offense down. Hugo, I guess, setting up for his next one, and the NATO to prevent that connection on the left-hand lane. Giant Skeleton pressure on the right, Balloon inside. The archers are going to the Giant Skeleton for the moment. That Balloon, I believe, is going to get close enough. No, not quite. Does take the archers off the board, but Hugo is currently in the lead, but with now 12 recruits on the board, plus a Fisherman, plus an Inferno Dragon. Giant Skeleton gets pulled in pretty deep, but the recruits go to follow. Damage on the left-hand side, and it is Belly taking the lead back here with just under 30 seconds left. 12:15 to 13:74. Now 11:33 to 13:74. Continues to put damage on. Fireball in. Snowball not enough to get death damage on tower. 10:85, 15 seconds left. This is Hugo's opportunity. He has to sell out like crazy. He doesn't have any shot of getting damage on this tower. Snowball. Nice NATO here. Can Hugo escape and get any legitimate damage on tower? No, he doesn't. In fact, it's Belikin who gets even better, and Belly takes game number 1 with the big sigh of relief there as he takes that dub. GG, well played. The Brit takes our first game of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I did as well. St. Belikin's from your country. Black Death, well, considering that your name is referring to a disease that rampaged through Britain in the, the 12th century, 13th century, something like that. I'm not surprised. Giant Skeleton Loon versus Recruits, so that's some top Loon gameplay. Loon on Loon. Let's see, who was the guy that yells, "Hey, Poppy"? No idea. Over on the Twitch side, we are streaming both on Twitch and YouTube. Of course, YouTube is the primary home for all my stuff. I do some Twitch stuff, but YouTube's the home for all my videos and things like that. Besides the Bren Chong Cup, which we'll be here for of course all of NA, all of EU, And then with the replays for LATAM and Asia will be here as well. Also, we'll be going into the finals, the regional and world finals as well. So this is the spot, this is the place where you come for that. And of course, outside of these events, I also do BO5s and fun things like that. Bloodwork saying, is there a list where the next tournament streams are? If you follow Reva, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Here's my Twitter. Oh, that only goes to my Twitch. Hold on. Let me go ahead and grab that and throw that over here. I need to go ahead and get a link from my Twitter over onto the YouTube side. If you go to my Twitter, I will then be retweeting Revel, and you can find all the information there. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 2. Belly with the game advantage, and Hugo getting smart, banning Lava Hound. Belly is known as a lava player, plays infinite lava variations. Lava Loon, Lava Miner, Lava Clone, and then tons of variations of each of those ones as well. So smart ban here from Hugo to take Lava off the board. Miner goes way to the back. Cannon Cart does not give the Magic Archer geometry. Belly going with one of the not as popular Miner wall breaker variations these days, but certainly still up there. Let's see. A ban is for both sides or for one player. Yo, the way this is ban on first loss. This is how typically the Revel Amar tournaments go. In a best of 3, there are no bans in game 1. After game 1, the loser is given the option to ban a card. If they go to game 3, then the loser of game 2 is given the option to ban a card. In a best of 5, it's the same thing, but still only one ban on your first loss. The ban is a global ban. If you do ban a card, neither player can play it. So right now, since Hugo lost game number 1, he chose to ban Lava Hound. Neither player can play Lava. Rich, do you have a job besides CR casting? Yes, I'm also a producer for esports and gaming overall. Started doing that last year and have done more and more of it. If you do want to get more information on the rules, there you go. The rules are linked in the chat right now on YouTube. Ninand over on the Twitch chat. I'm not going to be doing anything like that on Twitch. If a mod wants to go ahead and do it, one of the mods can, but I'm a little busy to be messing with all that kind of stuff. Graveyard into the right-hand side, and NATO log combination from Belly just to really secure against that cannon cart, but that's going to mean Spears need to demand a response as they get a ton of damage. Belicon's lead getting chunked down quite a bit here. Graveyard in, cannon cart goes to the bomb tower and does get pulled down just outside of range. But Hugo's been the one putting the pressure on as we've gotten to the double elixir, and it's only going to mount further from the Frenchman. Spear cycled in the back. Magic Archer will actually get some nice lineup value and extend the lead here for Belikin. Hugo Spears there, maybe a tad bit irresponsible in that moment. Miner should go to the back, and it does. Cannon cart won't need much to get onto that Miner. But just like that, 1,000 HP, take off a little bit more here for the log on the right-hand side. Does not touch that cannon cart, unfortunately, though, for Belikin. Hugo now, again, putting a lot of pressure on. Bomb tower will be nice to help hold the line there up high. But then with the fireball cleaning off the Magic Archer, there is a massive hole in the defense. Miner has to come up high, log for both the Graveyard and that cannon cart. 678 to 928 with a little over 90 seconds left. And cannon cart cycled in the back one more time for Hugo. Controlling these cannon carts, an absolute menace right now for the Brit. Hugo doing a good job putting pressure on, and here we go. Triple elixir. It's about to get really, really difficult for Belly, and the Magic Archer almost walks away there. Long has to come out to help with that Knight, but that Knight's going to hit. The Knight hits, Fireball hits, and 71 HP. Hugo just needs one more Fireball, so Belikin has to sell out right now and hope that he can just live on a prayer here, but of course there you go. There's the mortar in the middle. Wall breakers hit. Magic Archer not going to be able to turn towards the tower. NATO trying to pull something together. That's going to be it. GG, well played. Belly knows he couldn't do anything about it, and that is an even-up tie for Hugo. And now to answer your question, Belikin gets a chance to offer a global ban, a ban that applies to both players for this game number 3, if he so chooses. So we'll see. We'll see if he does choose to go ahead and do that. Yeah, the Mortar Graveyard deck has been really dominant, really aggressive all week. It is definitely one of the more dominant and more popular games overall in competitive Clash Royale at the moment. We do see a ton of it. Let me go ahead and check something here real quick, folks. I believe I got a message I need to take a look at. Let me just double check that. No, we're good. Guys, if you are enjoying this, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, of course. So we'll have a lot of fun here over the next few days, next few weeks, with this really excellent, excellent tournament. And if you're just joining right now, this is the Bren Chong Cup 2, the $40,000 open tournament sponsored by Bren Chong and Supercell. Again, thanks for Supercell and Clash Royale for putting so much support and effort behind the grassroots outside of CRL tournaments. Anna Luisa, we'll get some glasses on later. We're going to start the day out with no sunglasses, and then we'll, we have something to look forward to as time goes on. Here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into our third and final game. Bans are Bomb Tower and Lava Hound. Looking like Hugo going back to what worked so well in game number 2. We might be having a mirror match here between these two. Hey, Sandy, OP mod showing up. Sandy's OP OG in the Rich Slaton modding universe. And this is that's a nice mortar from Belly, because with the Hunter and now the Knight distracting, his mortar is going to completely ruin the mortar of Hugo and take control of the board for a moment. He might go ahead and double down on protection here, but it's not going to really give him much. But look at this potential. Plenty of elixir, though, for Hugo to pick things up. Cannon cart, yeah, you see Belly a little shake of the head there. Did not like meeting that cannon cart at that stage. Brighton, I watched one of your roast battles last night. Your stuff is the best. Oh, thank you very much, man. Roast battle was a whole lot of fun. Here we go, cycling Hunter to the right-hand side. Graveyard down for Hugo. This is one of those matchups where it feels like whoever gets behind early just gets in a lot of trouble. And so far it is Belly behind in the early stages, in the early going. Cannon cart cycle to the right-hand side for Hugo. And Graveyard in, a little bit of tankage here on that left-hand lane. But Spear's more than up to the task of playing defense. Bar Barrel has to go on to the Cannon Cart to prevent the connection, and so now it's the Hunter playing defense against this Graveyard. Belly forced to overspend a little bit. Everything going the Frenchman's way right now. So as we go into sudden death overtime, it is Hugo's game. Totally in control, and sound defense should mean a win here for Hugo. The question now is, does he give an opening to his opponent? We will see if that's the case. Hugo, though, not taking any big risks, not taking any big chances, and has been managing elixir well. And he is forcing Belikin to stay on the defense, and you see Belly keep shaking his head. He knows he's in a whole lot of trouble here. He knows it's really difficult to work out of the situation. He has to really hope that Hugo makes a mistake. Doesn't seem likely at this stage. Fireball in on the cannon cart. And that little extra Hunter damage on the right-hand side. You see Belly certainly unhappy about that. 22.95. Here we go, triple elixir, and defensive mortar gets set up by Hugo. Belly goes defensive as well. Has to defend low and high right here, but I think that Hunter's going to go down quickly. And there you see the cannon cart tanking. Belly knows that it's over. GG, well played. And that's match number 1 on the day, going to Hugo. Belly's just going to sit there and wait for the fireball to come in and finish his misery. Game number 1 for Hugo. A good way to start your day for the open qualifying player. GG, well played. And Hugo with our first win on the day. Coming up next is going to be Matthew and Boeufmac. So we'll have that in just a minute. But that's a rough mirror match to pull and to fall behind on early. And that's again, I said it early on in that game. If you fall behind in that mirror match early, it's essentially game over. There's really no way to come back once you fall behind in that one early. You have to rely on your opponent making a mistake or getting overly aggressive, which is, I guess also a mistake, right? And if that doesn't happen, you're basically sitting there playing tennis against a wall. You're never going to win. So that was the brutal situation for Belly. Very, very nicely played for Hugo. And he gets his first win here in this stage of the tournament. And again, 4 wins seems like it's going to be about the number that you need to get across the finish line, to get over into the next stage. So we'll see if he can actually make it to that point. So of our first round here, Belly versus Hugo, St. Belicon's next opponent's going to be Roon Bar, the German, in round 2. We'll have that later today. And Hugo goes to Omer in his next round. So we'll see that matchup later. For now, let's go ahead and jump into Boeufmac versus Matthew. People saying whether I'm tired or not. I am both tired and a producer. I am exceptionally tired. I'm always tired. We don't have to bring it up, guys. Jeez. Boeufmac. It's so funny the distance he's traveled as a player, starting with Team Liquid in his Clash Royale League journey, where he was not even second, not even third, basically 4th fiddle on that Team Liquid squad from CRL EU. Look at the lineup that they had back then, and just he was not central, right? He was playing with these big-time stars, stayed with Team Liquid through the beginning of 2019, and again, just overshadowed, especially by that Team Liquid squad. I mean, he started off his season, and it was his first season in Team Liquid. It was Surgical Goblin, Azealis, and Diego B, and then, of course, in that 2019 spring split, they swapped out Azealis for Canario, so surrounded by giants, and Boeufmac was relegated to the left to a role player, but came through, of course, big in the moments that he was given. And then his move over to Energy, which was nicknamed Team Boeufmac for how much he did to carry that squad all the way into the playoffs. And then leaving Energy after Energy departed the league at the end of 2019 was the most sought-after free agent going into 2020. And rumors that he received the single largest contract in CRL West. A pretty huge contract, 5 figures from what I was told. But of course that was just hearsay information, don't know exactly. But the absolute #1 guy they wanted, and Tribe Gaming spent big in that 2020 season and continued to advance and then fall just short of their goals. But of course, it looks like Boeufmac is gearing up to continue to stay competitive here in 2021. Across from him on the other side, Matthew, the German, playing with deep into the No-Tilt World Championship, into that Stage 2 for the West. And then, of course, has been a part of a lot of the semi-pro leagues, including 2 runs in the No-Tilt League, both in the spring and fall with LA Gaming. Pigs do connect on the left-hand side for Boeufmac. King Tower activation finally comes in for Matthew. Here we are, sudden death overtime, and it is Boeufmac with the lead, but Matthew with the dual lane pressure. Hogs, pigs to the right-hand side. And Graveyard Poison to the left here for Matthew. Defensive EQ on the Graveyard. Underrated choice there out of Boeufmac. Underrated choice indeed, in my opinion. It does give you multiple waves, takes the skeletons off with each shot. Fishboy and Hunter working on that left-hand side. And does have to drop the delivery on the right-hand side. Here we go, final 40 seconds approaching. And it is Matthew with the lead, Earthquake Cycle for Boeufmac. Hunter trying to control this Mega Knight. And the Electro Spirit comes out a half step early and doesn't help out with the Graveyard delivery and spears. Working on that defense. EQ cycles some more. Poison gets in a whole lot of damage. And we are insanely close, 464 to 476. Boeufmac does get more bang for your buck with the EQ if he can get it down. But has to defend against this Graveyard Poison push. Final 10 seconds coming up. 272 to 259, 236, 213. Boeufmac needs one more Earthquake, needs it fast, and has to defend it. Oh, Matthew gets the Hunter in. Delivery is just a half step late. And Matthew takes game number one so far. A pretty successful day for the open qualifier players here at the Bren Chong Cup 2. Very, very cool. Looking at the chat here for a second, I see someone said hi to Orange Juice. I don't think OJ's here, is he? If he is, hey OJ, how you doing? Thanks for all the help. OJ is so technically knowledgeable and has definitely helped me figure out. And a lot of people who are in the Clash Royale creator community, very supportive, very helpful in helping people figure out their tech stuff because he's a genius at that sort of thing. So if you are here, OJ, thanks and big shout out to you for continuing to be super awesome. Game number one for Matthew. What a close finish there. And again, that delivery comes down a half step earlier. It might stop all that damage and give enough room for Boeufmac to EQ. So, man, just right there. That's the little tiny things that can happen. Juan saying hello. Hi, how are you? Boof killed me in Fantasy Royale this season. Yeah, it has happened. Is AC in the tournament? No, AC was actually supposed to. I'll even show you. He was supposed to. Take a look down at the bottom left-hand side of your screen, right down there. He was supposed to be my co-caster today, but we had a technical problem that we couldn't solve in time. So we're trying to get that fixed and get him on here another day. But we'll be very happy to have him here. Tim the Brody over on Twitch talking about the pro players. Yep. Yeah, the pro players are getting their opportunities. It's pretty cool. And yeah, glasses will be coming on soon, guys. Don't you worry. I'll be getting the full-on shades. Flying out here relatively soon, just as, of course, we're going to fly back into our gameplay in just one moment. Guys, if you're looking for the Spanish cast on Espanol, there's a link in the chat right now on YouTube. Revel Amar is currently casting the Spanish version over on Twitch. If you want to go ahead, jump over there and get yourself some of this in Spanish. Of course, we are in multiple languages. I believe we're in German, Spanish, Italian, French, and maybe more. I'm not entirely sure the full number of languages. And Boeufmac seems to really like that emote. Okay. Fishboy goes to the left-hand side. Matthew looking like he's going Electro Giant in game number 2. Looks like Balloon for Boeufmac, most likely. Rafael Royale, hello to Brazil. And there you go, 6 Loon most likely here for Boeufmac. And probably going to be Electro Giant for Matthew. And Expo the band for Boeufmac. Yeah, that emote is a lot. Dark Prince to the left-hand side. We'll probably see Matthew play really, really passive here in the opening couple of minutes, because he does not want to throw down Electro Giant and then boom, Balloon opposite lane. So here we go. Balloon does come down. Lumberjack timing perfect there from Boeufmac. It does sneak ahead of the Balloon. He's going to NATO this to King Tower, I believe. Nicely NATO'd by Matthew. Boeufmac trying to get some archer damage on the left-hand side. Stays pretty apace with that Baby Dragon in the right-hand lane. And Boeufmac, maybe reading the chat here, seeing everyone finding that emote annoying, decides to give you one more sample, and there you go. Electro Giant to the right-hand side, pressuring Boeufmac on his weak side. And here we go. It's going to be a full-on Lumberloon push. And the cage late from Matthew has to take the shot and NATO to King. That was not how he wanted to play that one. And that Electro Giant going hard on the right-hand side. Matthew just shreds the tower. So despite the cage missing the balloon pull, Matthew makes out like a bandit. And that's going to be a pretty clean 2-0 for Matthew so far on the day. It's the Open Qualifiers 2 and the CRL Pro 0. Very, very interesting. And this is why it's so cool that CRL this season is completely open. We'll see if some of these players do get more opportunities as this year goes on. A little flash there of Revel Amar, who is the streamer here on Espanol. Again, there's a Spanish chat if you do want to go ahead and check out the Spanish stream. If that's your native language, go ahead and jump over there. If you want to hear my dulcet tones, this is a good spot. If you are trying to brush up on your English. Do you have any questions? Can I help you? Can I give you some advice? I never taught English before. I've never taught any language before, actually. I did teach the LSAT for 7 years, the law school admissions test. So if you need any help on the LSAT, if you're trying to go to law school, bona fide expert, actually, here. Not even a joke. An actual expert in the LSAT. Taught hundreds, if not thousands of taught about 2,000 students over my time. So, you know, maybe that's something you need from me. Brighton CR saying, I'm still stunned that C. McHugh's coming back for this event. Yeah, North America is going to be really interesting when we get to that region. Very excited to see what happens when we get into the NA region. You know, it's been interesting. The NA has gone up and down, like really big booms, and it's gotten kind of quiet. You know, some of the top tier names in North America moving on from their professional career this year, and I'm curious to see what kind of crop of new blood we start seeing rise up in North America over the course of this 2021 year. And we'll see if the CRL open format gives some of those players a bigger opportunity to get more exposure and more success on a big stage. Megamark, that's an Megamark old school mod dropping in on the YouTube chat. Good to see you there, Mark. With the plurp, the reference, the nickname, an old school nickname for Baby Boy Slaton. Here we go into our third match of the day. IamJP against Omer, and no, there is no ban yet, so that Expo ban is a mistake that'll get pulled off. Expo still on screen. I'll let production know to pull that Expo down because there is no ban yet. IamJP has certainly enjoyed a great last year. Team Queso winning the No Tilt League Special Edition. Then Team Queso winning CRL West in the fall. And then Team Queso going beyond that and winning Clash Royale League Worlds. So a huge, huge year for Team Queso overall. And while, of course, you can say, and there's no question about it, that a large part of that, if not the vast majority of that, is going to the success of Ruben, JP stepped up in big moments. He was a big part of their success in the No Tilt League Special Edition, and then came in with some pretty clutch wins throughout their run for both those championships. And most importantly, stepping up in those moments where Ruben needed the help. Black Death asking, Rich, would you ever turn pro? No, I would not. I'm nowhere near good enough. But I'll keep talking because it's pretty fun. RGGS for Omer. This deck's been very popular, extremely popular, specifically in dual mode battles, because it does like not interfere with a lot of other very strong meta decks. JP looking like graveyard here. Zappy's to the left-hand side, and JP trying to open up enough room maybe with the poison here. I don't know about that poison. Could have gotten tower with that. And Hunter goes to the left-hand side. Mega Knight comes down in front. We'll see if JP decides to block the Fish Boy, and he does. Good use of the cage. And that Fisherman's about to get a lot of opportunity for DPS on that Royal Giant. Royal Giant totally gets obliterated. And now a big-time graveyard push with a ton of damage. Look at that brawler on the left-hand side. GG comes in from Omer. No chance at all in this one. JP absolutely decimates the young German, who does play for Turkey on the international stage, but lives in Germany. He got absolutely decimated there. So there you go. I believe Omer lives in Germany and plays for Turkey, is of Turkish descent. I could be wrong on that one. I think that's how it goes for Omer. So who knows? Could be backwards, but I think that's the story there. Let me go ahead and take a look at the chat here for a moment as we get ready for game number 2 of that one. The poison must have been a misclick. Yeah, I think he did put it probably one tile off. That's my guess on the poison. IamJP is just broken. What's my personal best? 63.23. I'm a 6K player. That's about it. IamJP is just broken. Yeah, when IamJP is good, he's great. And that's the thing about JP, is when he's good, it's really, really hard to beat him. And he definitely has grown as time has gone on. And we saw that a lot in this 2020 season, especially in the second half of the year. Miner goes to the safe spot here for Omer. And that's, I guess he's not behind by much elixir, and JP not going to punish that spend. Seemed like a bit of an overcommitment there from Omer for one bat. But JP chooses not to do anything with it. JP setting up on the left-hand side, splits the 3-3. Miner going to the back behind, and the Lumberjack goes to the outside. Pretty easy read there, but JP playing the plane of reaction as opposed to getting ahead of it. Giant Skeleton, and yep, there you go. Great call by Omer. JP cycling Fish Boy in the back and getting absolutely punished for it. Absolutely punished. Omer doing a great job sitting on that Giant Skeleton for a long time. Fisherman cycle in the back, and Omer now in complete control here in game number 2. Balloon goes the opposite direction. Will get raged up with the Lumberjack. And this should be tower down the opposite direction. I think that Balloon escapes for a shot. Tower at least in a whole lot of trouble. Maybe not quite all the way down. Hunter did come out in time. And now it's Omer switching sides. A lot of balloons so far today. And that's a big balloon connection on the right-hand lane. 416 to 54. And JP not even worrying about that tower, worrying mostly about getting damage instead. Balloon does drop early, though. That's brutal for JP. Needs to get a little bit more here. And Omer with the snowball stops it from connecting. Fishboy trying to slide on through. Electro Spirit behind. Not going to happen. GG comes out from JP. He knows he got beat. Omer takes game number 2, sends us to a third and final. And I'm looking at the chat here for a second, seeing some of your guys' thoughts on that last one. How in the heck did JP, this is No Candy, only Wi-Fi is going to be in the NA region for this event very soon. No Candy saying, how the heck did JP play the bridge battle so well, then decides not to punish Omer using both air counters, then cycles Fisherman into a GS. Yeah, that's the thing about IamJP is he has these big boom moments and then these big bust moments. And that's kind of been a challenge for him throughout his overall Clash Royale career, and cycling Fisherman behind King Tower certainly maybe more of a bust moment for him on the day, but of course we'll see if he's able to recover here in game number 3. Nearly recovered there in game number 2. And we'll see, of course, what JP comes up with for a ban as we go into the third. How old did to be in CRL? Crasty, 16. So Balloon the ban for JP, and minor wall breakers with Cannon Cart. And looks like Omer's taken to the skies here. We'll see how long it takes the open qualifier player to throw down the Lava Hound. Cycles Flying Machine in the back. Good fireball there. Solid value. Arrows do come out. Even on Elixir, but ahead on damage right now is the longtime pro from Barcelona. This is pretty clearly lava out of Omer, and there you go. He does lava up. Good timing there from JP to get the connection. Three split for JP. He's going to force Omer to spend a little bit on that left-hand lane, so you see the split of the Skeleton Dragons. And that's the right idea here. Get one of those Skelly Dragons away from the fight on the right-hand lane, so it cannot support that Lava Hound. And well-timed arrows. One pup still alive. This is going to be some trouble here for JP. But the Cannon Cart keeping the Skeleton Dragon engaged so those wall breakers can connect. Very, very nicely played from JP, and you saw the good game, or the well played come out from Omer. I think that was the good game. $779 on the right-hand lane. One recruit does escape with a little more damage on that left-hand side. And this time, Omer not falling for the recruits. Takes care of them a little bit more easily and throws the Skeleton Dragons behind the Lava Hound this time. Arrows don't do enough. Miner goes to the back, and Cannon Cart, again, doesn't pick up one of the Lava Pups. So still some decent damage comes in. One wall breaker connects on the left-hand side. Miner goes to the back. And the Mega Minion will work it down, but 683, 635. Miner gets a lot of shots here. 587 to 1296 as we go 15 seconds away from sudden death overtime. I do not know why Javi has 14 or Catorze in his name there. Alex, do you know? That would be interesting information. I never actually asked Javi about it. And good damage on the right-hand side. Wall breakers to the left-hand side demand the arrows, so the arrows cannot work on the right-hand lane for JP. For Omer, really, really good game. Really well played there by JP to force that pressure on the left-hand side and not allow the arrows to get involved. Log, Fireball, 13 HP. JP has to be careful here. Has to cycle really, really fast and get back down one more time. Miner to control. And I love that Miner to control there. Great, great choice from JP. Not to try to throw Miner on tower and risk potentially getting his tower blown out instead. Miners to pick up the aggro and throws the log to finish off the tower. Smart heads-up play there at the end. And that's not the correct graphic at all, so we'll see if they do get the correct graphic there. JP gets one for the pros now. So now the pros versus the open qualifiers, 1 and 2 overall in matches so far on the day. Buckethead's another way to say 6-man, yeah. I'm not going to tell the 6-man story, guys, but there's a story behind why they're called the 6-man, why it's their nickname. I know it's called the Royal Recruits. I don't know if you know this, but I cast Clash Royale professionally for a living for going on 4 years now. So if you're like, hey, what's he doing with the names of the cards? Do what I want. So here we go. Our next matchup is going to be, let me tell you right here, Roon Bar versus Javi Catorze. We just saw that on stream a minute ago. And Javi, of course, one of my longtime favorites. I think one of the more exciting players to watch overall in Clash Royale. Very excited to see that he's continuing his career. You know, a lot of players, with the change in CRL occurring and also maybe not hitting their goals that they had for themselves in 2020, a lot of players walking away from it. But Javi is one of those guys who has, like I said, the championship drive. And he's been so close now twice, and now he wants to go ahead and really capitalize on that. Going to be curious, though, to see how far Javi and Morton, longtime teammates, go, and does one of them steal that championship dream from the other? Totally possible. Logan asking, what phone do I use? I think this is an iPhone 11, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Something like that. I think it's iPhone 11. I don't remember, but it's one of the newer ones. There you go. Yeah, I do use the iPhone thing. Is Javi still with SK for the next season? No, I think Javi and SK have parted ways, actually. I think SK is going to just stick with now repping purely German creators, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to quote them on that. But I do believe that that Javi has left and no longer is with SK Gaming. Christopher Alvarado. Weird question, and I don't believe so. So we'll be with our next match in just a couple of moments, and if you guys are... Oh, here we go. Roon Bar versus Javi Catorze. Let's go ahead and jump on into it, and Javi playing on the cam. Love to see it. Javi, of course, storied Clash Royale League career. Putting Vivo Keat on his back, carrying them all the way to the championship match of the CRO World Finals against Nova Esports. Winning match after match, winning best of 3 after best of 3, game after game. Fell just short there. Then joined CRO West with Fnatic for a little while, before moving over to SK Gaming, where again, coming up, getting to World Finals. Javi's one of the few players who participated in all 3 World Finals and got very close every time. And no one has lost by a closer margin at World Finals than Javi. Just sniffed that championship. Still one of the best in the game. We'll see what he has in store for us in 2021. Roon Bar, his opponent, a 7.5K player. Not a lot of competitive experience. Did play in a small league during 2020. Miner into the back, wall breakers down. We just saw this matchup, the Miner wall breakers versus the Lava Hound. We'll see how Javi does with it himself. Spears to the left-hand side, a little bit of pressure. And Fireball, good value there, great value there. The Lava Hound has to come out, maybe not in the order that Roon Bar wanted it, to stop those bats from getting on tower. And now Javi's going to go right under it with the wall breakers. Skeleton Dragons prevent 1 connection, but they can't prevent 2. Solid kite there from the Spaniard. Roon Bar throws the Miner right into the fray there by the tower. And this should be well defended by Javi. And Javi's happy to use those wall breakers for pressure upon pressure. Now he's going to go opposite lane here just with a Knight by itself. Roon Bar lavas up, Flying Machine working on that Knight. And take a look at this. Miner to the inside here. Fireball out of cycle, but Bomb Tower in cycle. Again, same kite one more time. Oh, but one of the Skeleton Dragons walks away from the kite. Arrows come in. That's a lot on tower right now. Roon Bar fighting right back into this one. And this is where things start getting dicey. Good fireball value, but look at how far ahead Roon Bar is in Elixir now and has totally closed the gap in damage. And Javi does to keep the pressure on that left-hand side. Can the log get the cage out of the way? Arrows have to come out, but Javi's happy to force those arrows out to that side. Miner to support the Brawler and the Mega Minion on the right-hand side for Roon Bar. That's working. And Javi goes to the back on the right-hand side. Wallbreaker pressure on the left-hand side. Approaching triple Elixir here. Javi getting very, very close now to true cycle range. Needs to play a little bit more defense. The arrows cannot get the Spear Goblins off. Now Miner goes in, Fireball right behind it. That's going to be a GG well played. Javi puts up a gem there in game number 1. Absolute gem of a game. Very, very fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did, because that was cool. Does anyone else like to use P.E.K.K.A.? Well, first of all, Charles Meek, there are 2 Ks in P.E.K.K.A. Give that woman some respect. The respect she's earned that second K. And secondly, sometimes P.E.K.K.A.'s just not super popular right now. It's not excellent in the meta at the moment. Things change. We'll see if it comes back at some point. Javi with a great one though. Hi, Rich. No shade. I'll get the shades on a little bit. I'll get the flex. Maybe when we get into round 2, it'll be shades time. We'll see what happens. Take a look at the chat here for a moment. A lot of people happy with JP's performance, and also a lot of people celebrating Javi's performance, and it was very nice from both of those guys. Cycle worked out very, very nicely for Javi and spread the field very well, and the choices of when Javi went to the opposite lane, of when and how. That Knight he spent on that left-hand lane was one of the better ones, right? Tanky, really forces you to spend a lot there, and that was what Javi did a good job of, forcing the arrows to be played over there. It's Runbär. It's not Roon Bar, it's Runbär, Runbär. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going with what I know. Someone send me like a phonetic pronunciation and I'll get it right. But I don't know what the umlaut, the double dots above the A do here. And it's, again, I don't know what the umlauts do for those O's, guy. So if you can send me a phonetic pronunciation. Candy Sugar, I have like 3 or 4 accounts for your questions. Where did my eyebrows go? How rude. I have eyebrows. They're just blonde. Have you never seen a blonde person before? And Runbär? I don't... Phonetic pronunciation. Phonetic, that's what I need. Right? Give me each syllable pronounced, spelled by itself. Runbar. Runbär. Runbär. I just never heard it said out loud, so if I'm mispronouncing the... Yeah, like in bear. So Runbär. Is it Runbär or Runbär? Doing my best. So double bait here for Javi. Ooh, Alex, the question is the Javi-JP match going to be today? Let me double check the schedule for today. It is the last match of the day. JP and Javi will be at the end of stream today. That's going to be really fun. That's going to be a good one. Guys, if you want me to pronounce names differently, send me an audio recording of the pronunciation, and I'll hit it. Let's see. Lots of chat. I'll get to it later. Runbär. Runbär? Is it Roon or Run? Is it Roon like room or Run like I'm going for a run? I got the bear part now. Princess does connect on the left-hand side. Skeleton barrel, or on the right-hand side, skeleton barrel to the left should get zapped off, and it does. Good control here. And Mega Knight and Prince. And they're going to get away. Mega Knight does not get the leap on, but the Prince is going to get a connection here with the bats and support. That's a GG, well played. Runbär going to take that tower, and Javi knows it's over. Double bait. Well played. Good game. Javi knows there's no coming back from that. Mo, I will not shout you out, Mo Lannon. No shout out for you, Mo Lannon. R is pronounced as G in German sometimes. What? It's. You guys are all messing with me. Rhubarb. That's his name from now on. Oh, I was reading the chat, so I missed the transition over because I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to pronounce this. I was not sent a pronunciation guide, guys. But I think it's Runbär. I think that's what I'm going with. And, you know, if someone wants to fight me for it, get a plane ticket. I'm down for Muay Thai rules or for Jiu-Jitsu rules, but not for full mixed. I'm going to go one or the other. A transitional game. I got a bad back, so one or the other. Stand up or ground grappling. Or we can settle it with a... I don't know, like an axe throwing contest? Something like that. Just not at each other, obviously, because that's a lot. So we're all tied up. Runbär sounds right. I think so, too. As Boer? Runbär? I got nothing. Runny. We're going to call him Runny from now on. Runny B. That's who he is, Runny B. And GG, well played. Runny B. And we're going to go into a game number 3 here in a moment. Ooh, it looks like my... let me go ahead and adjust this. Looks like my green screen calibration is off by the tiniest of margins. So let's go ahead and we can fix that right here. As I will go ahead and just do the tiniest little adjustment to get that fixed. No, that's not fixed, and that should be better. There we go. I saw a little bit of graininess there on the green screen. Let's go ahead back into game number 3 between Javi Catorze and Runny B. GG, Runny B. We're trying to do more Pro v Pros on the channel. Yes, that's the plan. Runny B has swag, yeah. SJT on Twitch. Hey, Rich, you're my favorite. Thank you, SJT. And looking like, might be, yeah, Royal Giant, Giant Skeleton, EQ for Runny B. And minor wall breakers again for Javi. Oh, buena suerte is good luck. Thanks, Alex. As you might have noticed, I never took Spanish. Guys, if you're enjoying this gameplay or our discussion of how to pronounce Runny B's actual name, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Like the stream. We're at 288 likes. We should be at 13 million likes, but I'll settle for 1,000. And Javi with a little bit of horseplay. You see what I did there? Because the emote, you get it. Giant Skeleton cycle to the right-hand side by Runny B. Ooh, look at the matchup coming up next, by the way. IamJP and Boeufmac. Let's get it. Stacking up on the right-hand side is the young German. And that gets handled nicely by Javi, who's now going to be up 2 elixirs. How that math works? Down 1, but has 4 on the board. Royal Giant sets up into the right-hand lane for Runny. And that right-hand tower in a world of trouble. That Magic Archer, heat-seeking missiles on that tower. And as long as he defends this well, which I assume he will, Javi's going to have game number 3 all sewn up. EQ does not get to the bomb tower. High placement there for the Spaniard. And Javi with a solid performance. And Runny B's luck has run out here in game number 3. Javi going to go ahead and just stack some crowns. I don't know if there's a crowns tiebreaker here in as like the 3rd or 4th or 15th tiebreaker. But Javi can't quite get the triple. A nice little fist pump there from the longtime veteran of the game. G to the G, well to the played. And we'll have a little winning graphic coming up here in just one moment. Come on, winning graphic, fly on in. There you go. And Javi kills his camera just as we get a chance to celebrate him. Let's go ahead and pop back out here for a second. And someone's saying, Rich, where's your eyebrows? Guys, I have eyebrows. Jeez. Just they're blondies. They're blondies. I think also, oh yeah, you see if I'm getting close, the camera picks them up. There you go. Yeah, the light and the camera is kind of weird on those eyebrows. I do get you. I do get you. Runny B almost had it. Almost had it, but fell just a bit short there. Latak saying, how's it going? How's it going, Latak? Excited to see you play next week. Is Spell Cycle viable in competition? Pure Spell Cycle, not so much. Daily reminder that your description is grammatically incorrect today as well. Oh, good. Yeah, I think I copied the description. Clash Royale players. Yeah, greatest Clash Royale players in the world competing for. Yeah, there we go. Boom, boom. Saved. Fixed my grammatically incorrect. Description. At least it didn't say that Surgical Goblin was playing when he's not. So there you go. Dye my eyebrows purple. Just epic. That's an epic decision. Man, not gonna do it though. Not gonna do it. Guys, the eyebrows are there. Come on, guys, my eyebrows. Do I have to zoom all the way in, like get really micro on the eyebrows? Maybe if I turn the lights off for a second. Here we go. Let's go ahead and jump on to the standings first. I'm gonna turn the lights off. Does that make the eyebrows show up? No, not so much. Oh well. Oh well. I have, I swear, guys. Here's the standings so far after round number 1. As you can see, Matthew, because of the game differential, the 2-0 sweep does put him on top for the moment. Rich, do you like beef mac and cheese? As reasonably as anybody else does. Let's go ahead and jump into what a matchup here. Boeufmac and IamJP. Let's go. That's going to be a fun one. Let me go ahead and grab something here real quick as these guys are just starting out the gameplay for the moment. Guys, don't bully me. Jeez. I'm so hurt by your eyebrow comments. I mean, which would you rather have? Eyebrows that you can't really see or eyebrows that are like super duper bushies? Right? The eyebrow match is a clear way to get you to put the glasses on. Put on the glasses. Oh, the glasses will be coming on. Don't you worry. We'll be getting there very soon to the glasses game. Just haven't reached that point yet. So looking like a couple options here for JP, and same for Boeufmac as well. IamJP and Boeufmac did not meet at all during CRL in 2020, or at least not in the fall split, when Tribe and Team Queso played the first time during the regular season. Boeufmac played 2v2, which of course JP doesn't play, and then Boeufmac did not make it into the King of the Hill because Tribe won that early on. And then in the regional semifinals, ended up being JP against TNT in one of the BO3s. And then Ruben and Boeufmac played in the 4th set of that one. So they did not face each other during this 2020 season, at least not that fall split. So Piggies here for JP. King Tower activation for Boeufmac. Hey, Cashman stopping by on the Twitch chat. Good to see you there, Cash. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead and follow Cashman on Twitch so you can follow the Asia and LATAM regions. That is not my cursor on the screen, guys. I don't know whose cursor that is. That is not my cursor, though, and I will tell somebody in production that there's a cursor on screen. We'll get it fixed. So as we go into sudden death overtime, it is JP with the lead, and they just both go aggressive at the bridge. Dark Prince to clean up those piggies. That'll be a lot of damage from the piggies. But also, I think this Electro Giant, can it get away? Might not. Might not. Does get one little zap there on the tower, but JP does come out ahead of this one. Electro Giant at the bridge just seems like a suspect call. I understand what he was going for there. And now it's Boeufmac setting up into the weak side tower. And I see the cursor is still on screen. And now it finally goes away. And look at that that opposite lane pressure here from JP. Recruit's going hard, but he's not going to hold on that well. Ooh, my word. Look at this. Boeufmac again going with the Electro Giant at the bridge. Flying Machine's going to escape. Flying Machine's going to do it. JP wins game number 1. GG, well played for IamJP. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat here for a moment. Let's see. Anything exciting here? Where's the shades? You know what? It might be time. It might be time. It might be time. I think it's time. And you know, it's the first half of the show. So we go with the good boy shades. There's the whites. There we go. The white hat shades. These are my good guy shades. These are my season 1 of Westworld shades. And that's a deep cut reference, by the way. That's a deep cut reference. Season 1 Westworld shades right now. Later we'll see season 2 or season finale of season 1 Westworld shades. Get it, get it, get it. Let's see. We'll go ahead and jump into our game number 2 on this one in just a minute. Is anyone in CRL Slovakia? Everyone. CRL could be anybody. Guys, do you know that CRL is open to anybody? That CRL is a completely open tournament this year? That you watching right now, yes, you can be in CRL this year. In fact, you should be. If you're not in CRL this year, I'm honestly, I don't know what you don't have the game. What happens if you qualify for CRL after being top 1,000? Well, all that information is available on the Clash Royale esports page. Let's go ahead and jump back into our game here, and I will get you the Clash Royale esports link. Here is the link to the Clash Royale esports page where all your information on how to participate in CRL is right there. An Outlaw Hawk with 50 euros, burritos for the best caster. Outlaw Hawk. First of all, name of the day. Absolute name of the day. An excellent icon there, too. Number 2, 50 euros. I'm going to get, should I get, like, that can either get me, like, a few hundred frozen burritos. It can get me, like, 6 to 8 solid high-quality burritos. Or should I try to figure out how to get one 50 euro burrito? You've created, you've mo money, mo problems. Mo money, mo problems. So that's a lot of damage there from JP to open things up. And Boeuf in a pile of trouble. Yeah, no. Outlaw Hawk is today's MVP. Use the money to get burrito glasses. Good call there, Sam. Let's see. No candy, only Wi-Fi. You think that the monthly qualifier is going to be less than 1,000 people between age and other factors? It's very possible. Very possible indeed. And here we go, right-hand lane for the Giant Skeleton. RG to the left-hand lane. We'll get some shots here. Going to try to stymie that a little bit is JP, but he's not going to DPS that down quite quickly enough. And just like that, Boeufmac is right back in the fight. The question is, can he stop this Royal Giant? And it's going to be a lot of damage. That should be enough. That should be enough. GG. Well played. JP takes the 2-0. And that's going to be it. GG, well played. 2-0. JP on a tear today. Magma Gaming, CR says, hi Rich, how come your shades are the best in the game? Because I got style. That's why. Check that out. And I'm actually getting some new ones coming pretty soon that I'm pumped about. Let's get it. I'm going to have to borrow Mrs. I got Mrs. Slaton some too that are coming. I have to borrow from her for some of the streams because they be fresh as well. Yeah, guys, just a quick note to you guys on both chats, but especially the YouTube chat, since that's the one that is being hosted in-game today. Keep it family-friendly. If you don't keep it family-friendly, we're going to time you out. And if you continue to do that, you're going to get banned from the chat. So keep it family-friendly in the chat, guys. Would you want your 8-year-old cousin to read what you're typing? If not, don't put it in there. And if you're like, dude, my 8-year-old cousin totally down with whatever, then your family needs to have some conversations. All right? All right? Does it belong in a Disney movie? If not, keep it out of my chat. There we go. Sam Harris, what is this? This is the Bren Chong Cup 2. It's a $40,000 tournament. Half invited pros, half open qualifiers. You could have been in it if you had, known about it and qualified and so on and so forth. But, whatever. There was in-game announcements for qualifiers. Doesn't matter that you didn't see it. We're into the group stage right now with 4 different regions. The North American region, the European region, the Asian region, and the Latin American region. Boom, 4 regions. And right now we're in the group stage. 4 groups of 8. Top 4 move on to the regional finals. And then from there, they will go on to the finals. Let's see. On my account, nobody was beside me like 2 years ago at Scared Top 1000. I think I got... well, I don't know about your bans, dude. And I'm not going to talk about anybody's account challenges. That's on you. Good luck, everybody. Let's see. What's coming up next? Let's check the lineup. And again, here's the link one more time for the Clash Royale esports page. All your info on CRL 2021 is available right there. Go get it. Let's go ahead and figure out what our next matchup is as we have finished round number 2 of gameplay today. Right? Oh, no, that was the first matchup of round 1. Okay, of round 2. So next up, I believe Hugo and Omer is taking place off stream. So if you're friends with them in clan, watch them that way. But I believe that Hugo and Omer are taking place off stream. So we should have Matthew and Javi Catorze up next here on stream. We'll let you know in a minute when I do get more information about that one. Here we go, jumping into it. It's going to be Matthew and Javi. Let's do it. Oh yes, guys, do use code RICH. That is very, very helpful. And of course, if you're here right now, hit that sub button and like this stream. Those are 2 wonderful ways, easy ways to support me that cost you nothing. And they help me out a whole bunch. And Matthew does have the swag there. Rocking the Paris Saint-Germain shirt. Paris Saint-Germain, a partner of Supercell. We see them with a lot of Brawl Stars stuff. Haley with the $3 donation. Thank you for saying that. Are you talking about the family-friendly stuff? Cool. Daniel Ming, hey, you like my other channel? Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it, guys. In case you are unaware, this is my main channel, and it's for Clash Royale esports-related stuff. All your favorite Clash Royale esports stuff happens right here. For all other mobile gaming stuff that's outside of Clash Royale esports specifically, you can go to my other channel, Slaton Mobile Gaming, and subscribe right there. That's my other channel if you guys want to check that out. And that's, again, Clash Royale esports is all here on this channel, and then anything else related, mobile gaming related, including some potential Brawl Stars content coming in the future, and other non-Clash Royale esports stuff, all there on Slaton Mobile Gaming, my second channel. So, Matthew going with some pretty traditional graveyard. Hey, Haley with another one coming in. Thank you very much, Haley. And yeah, I just want to keep it friendly here, guys. This ain't no after hours stream. This is prime time. Why don't I appreciate graveyard? Please explain. No plan B. I have no idea why you don't appreciate graveyard. Maybe it's because you had a bad experience in a graveyard once. Did you go to elementary school with a graveyard, and a graveyard used to, beat you up on the bus and steal your lunch money? Not really sure. But, I hope that you and Graveyard work it out and eventually repair the relationship that appears to be fractured. So Cannon Cart Mortar GUI for Javi, and Matthew going with a little more traditional look. How are you able to watch the gameplay for CRL? Justin Webb, good question. That's going to be on the Clash Royale esports page, which reached 1 million subscribers earlier, back in 2020. So same way you always watch CRL. There'll be links in app, and you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Ghosted Gaming, thanks for your support / not support on the code Rich. I do appreciate it. Start a new account and max it all the way out. There you go. Good idea. Graveyard Poison into the right-hand side. Cannon Cart picked up by the bomb tower. Here we go into sudden death overtime. Baby Dragon working on defense. And Javi does have the lead here, 17:05 to 19:37. Scrooty Trudy saying, bro, could you believe that a Goblin gang bullied me and I had to bring them extra snacks to school for them? Well, I mean, what kind of gang were they? Were they like a 1990s crime movie gang, or were they like a 1950s West Side Story gang that danced and snapped their fingers? There you go. Mortar to the left-hand side. Javi putting more and more pressure on that left-hand lane. Cannon Cart down to defend on the right-hand side. Matthew does have pressure in both lanes right now, and he can switch lanes, I think. Which deck switches lanes more easily between these two? Both of these have the ability to go opposite side pretty quickly. Cannon Cart not going to sneak on through, but get there in protection for the mortar. 14:37 on the right-hand side, 45 seconds left. Javi continuing to extend his lead. Graveyard in on the right-hand side for Matthew. This one's going to get some good damage, though. Poison gets the spears as they step up in for playing defense. And just like that, Matthew's back in the game here. Momentum is in Javi's favor, but Matthew not far behind and has a good chance to play some solid defense here if he can get out without too much damage. Oh, that fireball, though, opened up a lot of room. With 15 seconds left, it's going to be very difficult for Matthew to get this one back. Line set high now by Javi. Poison down on defense. NATO's all that together does Matthew. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though. If a skeleton or two can escape, that could be huge. Fireball gets down opposite direction. Javi seals the deal there. GG, well played. It is Javi with the win. Catorze saying Javi switches lanes easier. Mortar and Cannon Cart don't need to be placed in the back. Spam either at the lane. Good point. Makes sense. Javi farms GCs, doesn't play much ladder, I think. It's around... Javi does play ladder, just not on his main. So there you go. What time and days are all of the esport live streams? Well, for this event, there are a wide variety of schedules. I can't remember where you go to get all the exact schedule information. We're at the same time every day for EU. Next week when we start North America, it's going to be 2 hours earlier. 3 hours earlier. 3 hours earlier. Yeah, 3 hours earlier for North America. We start that next week. And then LATAM and Asia are on their own. SJT over on Twitch. Missing you and Andrew Cast. When do we see you guys together again? When CRL starts. He might stop by for one of these streams here, but for sure we'll be back together for CRL in 2021. You check the Bren Chong and Esports tab. Oh, there you go, Nobody Bros. Guys, if you go into your phone and go to the Esports tab, and I'm going to go ahead and do it right now with you as we wait for our next game to go up. So here I'm going to open up my Clash Royale app, which is keying out because of all the things. Open up my Clash Royale app, and I'm going to go to where it said that little globe that says, man, the key is killing it. Let me go ahead and kill. Can I kill? It's too much work to kill the key. But oh yeah, there we go. So you see that globe that says live? We're gonna go hit that live globe, and then up top there are 3 different tabs. This is probably how you got here, by the way, right? We'll go to the esports tab that says live, and then it not only you see the place where you click to actually watch live. Right below that, it says Bren Chong Cup Stage 2, and that should give you all the information you need to find out about schedules and things like that. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 2, Javi, with the game advantage. Round 3 of Asking Rich Slaton. When is the first CRL stream? Servant sometime in February. Also, all your Clash Royale esports information is available on the Clash Royale esports page, which is right here. Boom, there you go. Balanarianan. Saying, is there any Let's CR last time about a chat about B-Rad? Probably not. B-Rad's very popular. You also go on Appgrade, guys. That's right. Appgrade. APPGRADE. Appgrade for all your information to follow along with this tournament schedules, results, etc., etc. Yee, you got here because you're in my IamJP recommended because that's how much you love me? Aw, bro. I love you too, bro. So I think this is our first Hog Rider on the day. Javi Catorze going Hog EQ with Valk, and what a snowball prediction. But a great hunter. Still gets the 2 shots, though. Javi with a solid snowball prediction to push the fisherman out, and doesn't get the tower as well. Nice play to get damage on tower. And then Matthew with the heads-up hunter. Immediately in response. So well played on both sides from Javi and Matthew. Diego asking, hey man, how can I see all the standings? Go to Appgrade. Let me go ahead and see if I can get the link here. I'm going to see if I can get a link for the Appgrade app for you guys, and that way I can just send you there. That'll be nice. I'm going to go ahead and even program that into my stream deck here for you guys so I can just, boom, hit you with it. Let me go ahead and get a little chat message going. So here's a universal iOS and Android link for results and schedules. Boom. And there you go. That should fly in there to you guys. Let's see if that worked. Boom. There you go. That link should work for everybody. And there's Appgrade. I hope that helped you. Left-hand side, Fireball comes in on the Musketeer. Hog Rider slides on through, and that should be a G to the G, a well to the played. And Javi Catorze takes game number 2, 2-0 for Javi, and a little smile there. Well done indeed. A little smile there from Javi, knowing that he's in good shape. And let's do it. So one more time for you guys. There's the link to Appgrade, so you can follow along with everything. Indigo, do you read my comms? Depends. What'd you say? I have a lot of people chatting on both sides. So guys, you can check the esports tab in-app, and you can also check the AppGrade app. 2 different ways to follow along with the action here, with schedules, with results, everything, you know. Go ahead and check that one out. Everyone is yeah, Vincente, great point. Everyone is a CRL player now. You only have to be in the top 1,000. There you go. Any tips to get cards faster? Best way, the Pass Royale is the best way. Pass Royale is the fastest way. I mean, that and also winning GCs. Or even if you get to like 8 wins consistently in a GC, it's actually worth the bang's worth the buck there. How many trophies on Brawl Stars? Not sure. I don't play it as much as I'd like to. I'm very, very busy these days. So most of my gameplay time is spent on CR. Is OP Sam playing in this tournament? I don't think he is in this event, actually. Am I considering adding channel point perks on the Twitch side? I don't know. We'll see. Treeline09 with a $10 dono on YouTube. Super chat here. Thanks for the multi-day marathon of great CR coverage. Heads up on any other good CR tournaments this year. Great question there, Treeline. I don't have a Twitter button programmed, unfortunately. But if you follow me on Twitter, that's where most of that information will come out. And what you really want to follow, is Revel Amar. Let me go ahead and get his Twitter account here, because Revel is the guy with all the good info when it comes to these tournaments. He hosts a lot of these and organizes a lot of them. So when tournaments come up with open qualifiers, Revel is usually the first one to drop that info. So there's Revel's Twitter account. Go ahead and follow Revel on Twitter, and you can get all that information as time goes on. So here we go, Runny B up against St. Belikin. Wow, thanks so much. I can't believe you saw him dropping a sub. Hey, Tech, thank you very much. Do appreciate the support. So Treeline, I hope that was good enough information for you. Thanks again for your support. Absolutely huge coming through. And maybe now with the support of Outlaw Hawk, whose €50 dono is still on the chat because it was such a huge one. Maybe now I'll combine that for a $60-ish burrito. Buy some edible gold to throw in there. Make it real. Maybe wrap the burrito in edible gold. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's content right there, right? Get edible gold leaf and wrap your burrito in it. That might have to happen. That straight up might have to happen. 6 Loon, Balloon going to the left-hand side. I don't know if Belly has anything for it. Snowball well-timed here by Runny. And that's going to be a nice connection there for Runny B. What's up, Hugo Martinez? Good to see you again, bud. Jared saying, do you know that Runbar's full name, that Runny B's full name is Running Barbarians? Nice. Deshaun, I bet a $60 burrito is life-changing, dude. If you think I'm not going to get a burrito and wrap it in gold leaf now, you're out of your mind. I think you can get gold leaf on Amazon, actually edible gold leaf on Amazon fairly cheaply. I remember looking it up for some reason. Edible gold leaf. Boom, looking it up on Amazon right now. Yes, I can buy, dude, it's actually not even that expensive. I can buy 12 sheets of edible gold leaf for $9. Or a 30-piece edible gold leaf for $6. Dude, why aren't I eating, why isn't all my food wrapped in gold at all times? I am going to be buying some serious edible gold leaf, and you're going to see I'm eating gold for the rest of my life. Wonder how much of that before it gets toxic. Runny B holding nicely on the defense with his 6 Loon. Sets up opposite direction now with a nice downhill push. Cannon cart gets pulled right into the mix. Minor wall breakers of the opposite lane here for Belly. And Belly has decided to, maybe he's turned off his cam, maybe cam's not working, who knows. John asking, where do I live? I'm in Austin, Texas, although I grew up my whole life. I grew up born in California. Lived my whole life in California except for 1 year in Scotland. And Belly just trying to hold on best he can here. Well defended. I think that balloon, nope, not going to connect, I don't think. Oh, just barely stops the balloon. Just barely holds on. And the good game coming out from Belly. Knows he's in trouble. Again, on the right-hand side there, guys, there's the upgrade app. Scrooty Tooty with $5 Canadian, but Rich, if you eat gold, you'll become richer. Isn't that the idea? Actually, I think if I eat gold, I'll become poor. I think it's a complete waste of money that I might have to do once just for the lulz, and then never do that again, because why am I doing that? Michael Collins' initial review is, I'm pretty excited. It was fun to play. Oh, the missed fireball. Belly was already dead. And then the missed fireball nail in the coffin. Runny B gets game number 1 here against Belly. Ayush, now JP can beat Ruben too. He's insane. Maybe. How about JP versus Ruben and Pro vs Pro on your channel? I'd love to do it. Just depends on if they're down. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring, guys, I'm not ignoring anyone specifically. Unless you're being toxic, obviously, then I'll ignore you, / my mod squad, who's been great, by the way. Almotile, Lil Nimbus, and of course, OG mod, OP mod Sandy, with those ban hammers. But I'm not ignoring anybody, just there's a lot of things going on. I'm trying to cast, trying to read chat, trying to buy gold leaf so I can eat a gold burrito. All the most important things are happening all at once. So, you know, is what it is. Rich, that better be water. Oh yeah, this is water. I have so far consumed 16 ounces of water in this sitting. I need to up my water intake. Do you know that we're mostly water? Yeah, there we go. Do I stream daily? Love from India. That's a really good question. I stream when there are events like this one. I'm not an overall streamer. On this YouTube channel, you do get a lot of both streaming and pre-recorded content. I stream for these big events, these multi-hour, multi-stage tournaments like this one. When these type of tournaments aren't happening, I do pre-recorded content, whether it be pro versus pro of matches that I throw up as pre-recorded content, or if I do, on occasion, some deep dive videos. My Inside the Play series, where we break down big matches and big moments from Clash Royale League or cool plays. So... no candy with the heat over there on the Twitch side. Hardway, what's up, man? No, just I didn't fit the Twitch chat Hardway. Just the Twitch chat wasn't saying much for a while. Latak gave me the upgrade advice, and after that was good. Shubham, come to India for a visit? Yeah, I'd love to. One of these days. Michael saying, Desgagne saying, after 24-karat gold leaf here, maybe I will wrap my bacon in it for breakfast. Dude, strong move. Ghostin, who's your favorite pro from the Asian scene? Ah, man, Expo Master is way up there. His personality is awesome. He's super, like, an all about it, all for it guy. Really enjoy Expo Master. Big fan of Jack as well. Jack's really cool. I like pretty much all the whole Japanese scene. Big fan of him. I know Expo Master is Korean, but just saying that exclusively. That I also, or in addition, that I like the Japanese scene a whole bunch. Do I have a creator code? Yes, I do. It is code RICH, R-I-C-H. You know what, let me go ahead and add in. I just realized that I don't even have that added into this side. I'm going to go ahead and add code RICH right now. Oh, that's really big. Luckily, nothing's happening. But yeah, there's code RICH. I'm going to go ahead and move that and make it much smaller so it doesn't mess with the gameplay screen. Boom. And there you go. Let's see if that's the right size. Is that the right size? That's a little big. Let's go ahead and adjust that a little bit more since nothing's happening right now. There you go. Code RICH. That'll come up every once in a while. That's my creator code. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Do appreciate it. And as soon as we hit double... Wow. Is this the second golem, I think, of the tournament? Second golem of the tournament, I think. So Electro Giant versus Golem. Really interesting pairing. I actually don't know who wins this. I think Electro Giant wins this. But I could be wrong. But I think Electro Giant wins this matchup. Yeah, and Runny B not happy, so I'm guessing. Joshua K, where's the special guest? It was supposed to be crap, but we had a technical problem. with the audio and had to cut it at the last. We were ready to go. He was all there. We spent 15 minutes trying to get the technical thing sorted out and then had to go live. So we'll get the technical stuff done earlier next time. And speaking of getting it done early, St. Belikin getting it done inside 3 minutes. G to the G, well to the play. Belly evens things up here against Runny B. Rich, can you do a game between Elsiop and Morton? If they'll agree to it. My guess is that Morton would rather do it on his own channel rather than do it on my channel, though. I've never had Morton on the channel in the past because I think he spends most of his time on his very successful personal. So, you know, there you go. But maybe they'll meet in a tournament like this one, and then I get them on my channel anyway. Let's see. Where's a special guest? Already mentioned that. Do I have children? Yes, I have one. Can't wait for you and Andrew in CRL. Me too, Ayush. Very excited about that one. What's your favorite deck? Right now, I'm playing Minor Wall Breakers and having more fun than I've had in a while. Actually, I was playing Hoggy Q before that and some Loon Cycle, but right now I'm really enjoying Minor Wall Breakers. Hey, Gigi, thanks for the sub on Prime, on Twitch. I really do appreciate that. Your Twitch Prime sub means a whole lot. And it's, you know, just so you know, I don't stream on Twitch a ton, but I do appreciate the support either way. So thank you very much, and I will make sure to use that on something yummy, like supplementing this €50 dono from Outlaw Hawk so I can get an even bigger burrito. Let's see. Can't wait for blah, 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 blah. Do I have my own clan? Yes, I do, but I think it's full. Fat Fingers 2.0 is the official Rich Slaton clan in Clash Royale. And here we go. E-Giant Cheese is yummy. Here we go. Game number 3. Tied up 1-1. Bans are Fish Boy and Electro Giant. Omotayo mod saying I'm trying to play Minor Wall Breakers as well, and that's a good way to put it. Trying to play Minor Wall Breakers. I feel like I'm either a god with Minor Wall Breakers or one of the worst. Rocketeer Rich is very clearly outside. Yes, I'm definitely streaming outside right now. Why else would I have sunglasses on? And Belly goes Barbs the moment that lava comes down. Belly with a little bit of shade here in this one. He's gonna zap. There you go, right there. What's my favorite Chinese food? I mean, you can't go wrong with a solid orange chicken. Some chicken or veggie lo mein ain't bad either. A nice little bit of fried rice never hurt nobody. I used to work at a Chinese restaurant. Fun fact about Rich Slaton. In my late teens, early 20s. Somewhere around that range. And a lot of good games coming out from Belly. Miner goes to the back, and Barb's all over it. And Belly just hitting that button. Spiggity spam right now from Belly. This is a mood. This is a mood, no questions asked. How about Cornish game hen deep fried and then covered in gold? Ooh, not a bad idea, David Loya. Hey, Sean Robinson, nice work, dude. Here's one rule about being in my clan: don't watch me play. I get so nervous when people watch me play. I can talk in front of a million people, no worries. One person watches me play Clash Royale, and I completely fall apart. So, Runny B going to ignore the balloon on the right-hand side. Tower will go down because Runny has a nice push on the left-hand lane. Balloon will connect. Does it get a second connection here? Yes, it does. 32 seconds left, though. Belly with a good pickup here. Could succeed. Going to go ahead and sack Tower. Probably was the right call. Question is, does Belly have any chance of stopping that balloon and taking Tower at the same time? Has to get a miner down right now. And there you go, the Barbs surround. That's going to be a GG, well played. Runny B taking the dub here. Belly makes it close, but Runny takes it in 3 games, 2-1. Alex, have you ever had a draw in a game after the tiebreak was added? No, I've never had a full-on draw. Buena suerte is good luck. There you go, there you go. I forget sometimes, guys. Thank you very much, though. Do appreciate it. And that's it for that one. Coming up next on our program today, That was Belly and Runny B. Coming up next, IamJP and Hugo. So the Frenchman getting some time on screen here against JP. After that, Javi and Boeufmac. After that one, let's go. Who's pumped for Javi and Boeufmac? This guy. Whose eyebrows can't show up on camera and is pumped for Boeufmac? This guy. Rich, what's your favorite sport? Ultimate Frisbee. I was a former season ticket holder of the Los Angeles Aviators. Now I've moved to LA, and I'm going to be getting season tickets to the Austin Soul. Played in college, played in high school. What's your favorite Mexican food? Al pastor breakfast burrito, bro. It's very California. I'm a California boy. There we go. Let's see. Other questions here. Javi versus Boeufmac. Yeah, I can't wait for the beefies. That's gonna be fun. Javi and Boeufmac's gonna be great. Tony the Tiger said so. Who was the guy commentating Bren Chong Asian Group? He's a great host. David Deacon. That would be none other than Cashman. And there's the link in chat for his Twitch. He's actually being nice enough to share the video replays with us here so they can be on YouTube, because I know some of you guys do not get the chance to go over to Twitch. So he's letting us do the replays here on YouTube. So thank you very much for Cashman for that support overall. For results and schedules, if you want to see the overall table, there you go. Go ahead and use that app grade, and that link will work for both iOS and Android, the one I sent in there. Yee from California moved to Idaho. Hope you enjoy it. Boeufmac did lose. Joe Jabber, this is the group stage. Here are all the rules, Joe, for you to go ahead and find out all the different things that you know, that you need. That's more like Tex-Mex. No. No, Al pastor is, first of all, not Tex-Mex at all. Al pastor is Baja, not Tex. So let's start there. Al pastor is Baja. My whole Mexican food style comes from Baja. Al pastor burrito, al pastor tacos. I mean, good look, some good al pastor street tacos off the spit with some pineapple. Let's go. Have ever played with Lava Loon? Very little. Didn't find it very fun. I like faster decks for fun, you know? I never really understood, people, getting down with... I never saw people who found Golem or Lava fun. If you're going for wins, I get it. I just never had fun playing it. Chris Morello coming in hot from San Jose. What is al pastor? It's marinated pork. I know, not very good. I don't keep kosher. Never have kept kosher, actually. But it is marinated pork off of a spit. If you know what shawarma is, al pastor is the Mexican take on shawarma. Maybe that's the way to put it. Or it's the Mexican analog is a better way to put it. Not Mexican take, but Mexican analog. Ooh, look at this. Cannon cart behind the Barbarian. Spears in support. Can it stay on its wheels? And it does connect. Huge connection here for JP. What an opportune play from JP to get the cannon cart behind that bar barrel. Snuck right on through. Andrew Fisher, you Jewish? Yes. My whole life, in fact. Since I was born. Or since I was 8 days old, technically. I'm going to do the math on that. 20 seconds left. Bar barrel goes in deep. Graveyard opposite direction. And that's a lot of graveyard connection on that left-hand side. 431. Spears sneak on through. Baby Dragon doesn't get in front in time. 163 remains. Just a little defense here from JP to clean things up. And that's going to be a GG. Fireball comes out on defense for a little bit of safety. Daniel Perez saying, oh, I mean, in Mexico we don't eat al pastor burritos and it's not common. Yeah, you eat tacos for al pastor. Burritos aren't, I guess burritos aren't as popular in general in Mexico. But, yeah, the street tacos, nighttime. But again, al pastor tacos are definitely more of a, yeah, that's why didn't he play the Fireball the first time around? Did he forget what Fireball does at this tourney standard? I really think he forgot that Fireball killed that tower. I didn't want to say anything because I was like, am I getting the math wrong on there? Like, am I forgetting what the damage does? But, yeah. Yeah, but if you're in Baja, Daniel, like, Al Pastor is very popular. Street tacos late at night, and you're wandering around in oh man, what's the Puerto Vallarta? Puerto Vallarta late at night. You go, you're out having a good time. Find some guy with a stand with a spit, shaves it all off, throws it in a taco, little onion, cilantro, some pineapple. That'll do you. That'll do you good. I don't think it's as popular in. I think that's the region for it. But I'm not going to tell you how Mexican food works. You live in Mexico and I don't. Because I know that I'm, again, California, Baja, all that. All that. That's my jam. Let's see. What else is going on over here? In the chats. What's my highest trophy? 6323. Come to Vegas. You can try my carne asada. No, one day. I used to go to Vegas a lot for work. Back when I was on the road as a comic. But not so much these days. Obviously. Let's see. Jump into our next game. JP with the advantage. JP streams a lot. He's very charismatic. Yeah. JP's a fun guy to watch overall. Speaking of fun guys to watch, I hope you guys like me. And if you do, there's a subscribe link there in the chat. Sub to this channel. Make sure you come back for everything. Ring the bell so you never miss any moments of this and other tournaments just like it. Hi, Rich. How you doing? Says Eris. Doing great, Eris. U4EA Panda. Worked at a taco stand, made some fire tacos, and burritos, and elotes. Nice work there, brother. Morton plays tomorrow, guys. And again, look on the AppGrade app for all your schedules and stuff. Mysteria of Oregon saying, still think I'm your oldest fan, not counting your folks. Well, thank you. I appreciate fans of all ages. Should give more opportunities for players from Asia, Asia, Middle East, Australia have been forgotten. Well, Joe, first of all, this had open qualifiers. There are Australian for all regions of the world. This had open qualifiers, and also CRL is open for everybody, Joe. So you, no matter where you are in the world, can qualify for CRL. Clash Royale League this season is truly complete open format to everybody. Does JP stream in English? I think he streams in Spanish. Lil Nimbus, 27 going on 40. Dude, I know the feeling. And we hit double, an immediate 6-man 3-3 split for Hugo with the Royal Recruits, and JP goes Electro Giant to the right-hand lane. I don't know if I think Vulcan is fully retired. Hey, Michael, thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks. Glad to see you here too. This Electro Giant. Oh man, the fact that those electrodes take out the air too is so brutal. Suggest a manly name for my Doberman puppy. Ask Ghost in Gaming. Ragnar. Right? Ragnar Lothbrok. Piggies in the left-hand lane. Lots going there. And oh boy, that's a big connection. NATO's it all in and no King Tower activation. Joe Jabur, I believe the Middle East qualifier went either with Europe or with Asia. So I don't think there was any region that was left out of qualifying. I don't know how the exact rules worked out. Here are the rules there. But I believe the Middle East, depending on where you were, either went Asia or Europe for qualifiers. Final 90 seconds coming its way. Or 80 seconds, I guess, now. Morton has an English YouTube channel, guys. I don't think he streams in English, though. Fireball in, wipes out the Ice Whiz on the right-hand side, and now the first significant damage coming in for Hugo. And Piggies with Electro Spirit behind. They'll get a little bit of damage here. This time the King Tower activation does come in. And 3-3 split one more time. Someone asking in the chat, why are recruits common? Crasty asking, why are recruits common? They synergize really well with dual lane pressure decks. They got a little bit of love a little while back. But recruits are really, really excellent at on both defense and offense. And now that the meta of the game is a bit slower overall, they just the cost of them at 7 isn't that big of a deal. Final 13 seconds here. Hugo trying to get back in it. JP holding on for the moment. And JP calling it right here. GG, well played. JP is crushing people today. 6-1 in games so far. Of course, his toughest test will come at the end of the day against Javi. But man, so far he has been on fire. Morton streams in German only. Good to know. Ethan, that's enough highs. Hello, Ethan, over on the Twitch side. That's enough hellos, though. I think we got it, that you want to say hello, and hello back to you. Not a known pro, but for the Brazilian series, check out R-Tube Clash. Yeah, R-Tube's around. I know his name. Rich, do you think that 2.6 Hog is dead now? Except in certain hands, yes. In certain limited hands, 2.6 is still viable, but even then, it's not a top Hog deck. It's just not. Still fun to play, though, and you can still get some good wins with it. But Javi, is he even good? Yeah, Param. Javi's amazing. He's a world-class player. One of the only players who never played for Nova who went to World Finals every single year and performed well every single year. Javi's gangster. Luis, listening to this at work, thanks for not paying attention to your work. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Morton does stream in English as Paul Snedden. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he only streamed in Spanish. But cool. Very cool indeed. Worst legendary. Whichever one the person I'm playing against who has no skill is using, right? That's it. Whichever one I'm using is the best legendary. That's the rule. Hoggy with Bomb Tower is much better than Hog version than 2.6? Yeah, for sure. Joe asking, can I sponsor you so you max your deck and get top 1K? Probably not. Gonna be honest there. I might sponsor 1 or 2 players this year for CRL. We'll see what happens. But not convinced that it's the right thing for me to do. Especially since I'm going to be commentating CRL. But, maybe I'll sponsor somebody. Who knows? You thought Morton speaking Spanish? I meant to say German, not Spanish. Sorry, guys. I know Morton's German. I've known Morton for a long time. Sometimes when you talk extemporaneously and say literally thousands of words over a few hours, you say 1 or 2 that are wrong. He answers questions in chat if they are in English, but talks in German 99% of the time, says Lattack over on the Twitch side. Okay. Morton managed to get a 12-win GC with 2.6 a couple days ago, but it was, super hard. Yeah. If Morton's having trouble getting a 12-win with 2.6, that tells me that's not very good right now. Should Witch be buffed? No, I like Witch being a mediocre card. I actually really prefer Witch being not very strong. If 50% is an average card, I think that Witch should always be around 30%. That's my thing. Maybe 40%, but Witch should always be underpowered rather than overpowered, in my opinion. It's more healthy for the game that way. Well, this time Boeufmac comes out pretty heavy in game number 1. Sizzle, sizzle. You can see on the right-hand side, JP currently 3-0 in matches. Javi 2-0 in matches. Boeufmac looking for his first match victory. Deshaun saying all the witches need to stay niche, and I kind of agree with that. I think witches being niche is better for the game overall. The Night Witch meta was way too much. The Witch meta was really way too much. And I think that Mother Witch, Royal Giant sets up to the right-hand lane. What's the most annoying emote? Princess Yawn, probably. Probably Princess Emote, probably Princess Yawn. Although all the Goblin ones can be pretty rough. Why didn't they need to stay niche? Jonathan, I think the game is unhealthy when those witches are strong, right? Because when the witches are too strong, they end up dominating the meta in a way that, like, the game becomes insanely stagnant. When Night Witch, the Night Witch meta, the whole game was Night Witch. When Witch was strong, the whole game was Witch. Those are cards that when they are strong, they dominate the game in a way that just isn't fun. Does that Fireball get it? Ooh, 4 HP! What? Oh, Javi can't believe it. Oh my word. Someone on Twitch clipped that one out. 4 HP. Javi just can't even believe what happened there. Here we are talking about witches, and Boeufmac, man, that's the close. You know what? I'm going to have to run some closest HP challenges during this tournament, because that's going to be fun. I'm gonna run some of those, maybe starting tomorrow. We'll see. Follow me on Twitter, guys, if you want to get involved in some of those closest HP challenges. I'm going to do some announcements of those on there. How about that? Boom. 4 HP. Let's go. Let's go. Boeufmac in the winner's column here. We'll see if he can get 2 in a row and finally get a overall match victory on the day. Nice sunglasses. Thank you, Mason B. I'm a fan of them. I'm curious to see, you know, this is interesting because this event is not being run in dual mode. It's being run in like the more old school, you know, ban on first loss mode that Revel typically runs for these tournaments. But I do like the dual mode stuff, which is also pretty cool. And so we'll see what it's like as CRL kicks off here this year. The Goblin Laugh emote's annoying if it's spammed. Yeah, the Goblin Laugh emote is really annoying. That's true. The Goblin Laugh emote can be real annoying. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 2. Boeufmac with the advantage. Just the normal King laughing emote is, yeah, that's a good one too in terms of talking about stuff that's annoying. So, Mortar GY here. Mortar Cannon Cart GY for Boeuf. Javi looking like RG. Ban his Royal Recruits from the Spaniard. Guys, we are at 464 likes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The more you support, the more cool stuff we get to do here. And it's just nice to me, you know? Graveyard in. Boeuf getting aggressive early. Vincente, because this is a ban on first loss tournament, there are the rules. There is no ban in game number 1, and then losers ban as time goes on. Is this the last match for the day? No, we have a few more matches. We are currently on Javi versus Boeuf. We have at least 3 more matches, maybe 4 on the day. And again, I'll link this in the chat right now. There's the rules right there. You can look at that. As opposed to me explaining it again. Ooh, that Fireball is going to get a cannon card on tower. Boeufmac. Oh boy, forces the E-Wiz to come out. Boeufmac, solid combination there to get that cannon cart on tower, 1772. And Javi with nice control there on the mortar. But now Boeuf switches lanes and puts a lot of pressure on that right-hand side. Cannon cart and graveyard. Hunter, will it be enough? No, it will not. Cannon cart connects on the right-hand side. And nothing going right for Javi in this matchup between Boeuf. And there we go. Royal Giant connects on the right-hand side, but is this too little too late? Javi, though, despite the Hunter on board, is ahead on Elixir. Javi has to decide whether he goes into this same lane, and he will. And that Royal Giant going to get one, going to get two. Does it get a third shot here? No, the mortar does stop, does get the third shot in now. 9,694. And this fireball, good fireball there, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Hunter working on the Knight, Skeletons, and the E-Spirit. Oh boy, 37 HP. I don't know if Javi can do enough quickly. I think this is going to be a Boeufmac win here. Yep, Boeuf's going to get around to a fireball. It's going to be a GG, well played. Boeuf gets his first win on the day. Javi makes it a bit closer, doesn't matter. Boeufmac takes the 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Why is my green screen being funky yet again today? I had it all sorted out. Let's go ahead and work on those filters here. Get this green screen to stop being all funky. That should be enough. That should be enough. You know, maybe I'll bring the lights up a little bit. Since I am wearing the sunglasses, I can bring the lights up a bit more. There we go. That should help with the green screen not going all goofy. Let's go take a look at the standings here for a moment. Is B-Rad playing CRL? Maybe. I mean, look, the playing CRL means that you play ladder and then decide if you want to continue if you make the top 1,000 on ladder. B-Rad's perfectly capable of making top 1,000 on ladder, so we'll find out what he wants to do. You know, that's on him. But I'm sure he's capable of making top 1,000 on ladder. The question is, does he want to continue on and keep playing in the beyond that? Let's see. The background is so cool. Yeah, the background is pretty fresh, though, right? Right? With that little waterfall and stuff. Where'd you buy your sunglasses? These are Gooders. One of my favorites. Actually, not just one of my favorites, my favorite. That's the name of them. You know what? We've nearly reached the end. I think it's time to switch from white hat to black hat. We are about to reach season finale / season 2 of Westworld. Code Lazar saying, "Can someone please answer my question?" What's your question, Code Lazar? How do you say something without going into the main emote page in CR? Like for me, I click then click whatever I want. Some of the pros say, "Well, play," without going to the emote menu. I have no idea. I've never even seen that. But what I have seen is the switch from the good boy sunglasses to the bad boy shades. Let's go. Jumping into, Omer and Roon Bar taking place on stream. There we go. Very cool. And wall breakers for Runny B. Yeah, Code Lazar, I don't know the answer to that question. But good luck with that. Oh, yes, because I'm spectating. That's right. Because I'm spectating, you don't see them selecting emotes. That's why. So after this one, we'll have Matthew versus Belly. And then maybe one more match. Roon Bar, Runny B versus Hugo may or may not be on stream. We'll see. And then JP versus Javi to close things out, depending. That's going to be the closeout no matter what. Fireball in on the left-hand side, and that miner just goes right into the fireball. Ooh, boy. Wall breaker does connect, but Pigs now with no fireball. Just a Prince to work on Piggies. And oh boy. Oh boy. That's a tower in a whole bunch of trouble. Omer with a massive lead here against Runny B. The arrow zap combo trying to make room for that Prince, and does it even get a shot? It does tap. 1884 on that left-hand tower, but Omer still firmly in the lead. And Fireball will be more than enough to finish it off. He might use a Fireball here, though. No, goes Flying Machine instead. Wallbreaker's behind. And the 4-2 split on the Royal Recruits. Hugo, extemporaneously, not over the use of the word, and not glad I wouldn't define it accurately if asked. Speaking without preparation. There you go, now you got it. Wall breakers to the left-hand side. Mine are not going to do much here. Pretty easy win here for Omer. Omer. Umir. Omer. That's where we're going with him. Omer or Omer. Fireball comes in. GG, well played. 1 up for the German / Turkish player. The German Turkin. I've never had a turducken, now that I think about it. People have talked about turduckens a lot. If you're not from the U.S., turducken is, this is one of the grossest ideas I've ever had, but it's a chicken stuffed inside of a duck, stuffed inside of a turkey. And now that I think about it, there's no reason that I should have ever had a turducken. But that's what a turducken is. I've never had one. A chicken stuffed inside of a duck, stuffed inside of a turkey. And then you eat that. Not alive, like you cook it first. But yeah, turducken. Never had one. Do you know how old St. Belikin is? I want to say he's like 19. Might just still be 18. What's your favorite challenge in the game? I love the Infinite Elixir Challenge. That's so fun. The Infinite Elixir Challenge really is always... I always enjoy it. I like to play just a minor Magic Archer NATO cycle deck when I play Infinite Elixir. It's pretty fun. Runny B versus Greg, who you got? Oh, I don't think anyone can beat Greg. I think Greg's the greatest player of all time. I think there's no questions asked there. Oh my god, poor chicken. Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal. Turducken does sound... What does SK and SK Gaming stand for? Lucas, I have no idea. Ask them. Or go to their website. Maybe they have a description there. Never had a Turkican either. I don't even know what that is, man. JP plays today. Yes, a turducken, yeah. Yes, JP does play today. He's already played some. He'll be playing in our final match of the day. You guys can go here. Use that app to get all your info. Does Supercell need personal info for CRL? Yes, it does. And looking like 6 Loon for Runny versus... Is this Lava Cannon Cart for Omer? I mean, maybe this is Pigs? I guess this is Pigs, right? Flying Machine just weirds me out. But I guess with the barbs and the Flying Machine and Cannon Cart, that feels like Piggies. And here we go. Lumberloon to the right-hand side. And that balloon's going to get some damage. And it's going to get a lot of damage. Oh, boy. You're supposed to stop that from happening there, Omer. I don't know if you know this, but that's not what you want to have happen. Is this a clone deck from Omer? Flying Machine, Cannon Cart, Skeleton Barrel. Yeah, everyone's saying it's clone now. Yeah, it's Skeleton Bear. I was like, oh, this is clone. Were you being sarcastic when you say you play Magic Archer, Minor Cycle? When I'm playing Infinite Elixir, no. When I play Infinite Elixir, I play Magic Archer, Minor NATO Cycle. I've posted some videos of it on Twitter before. It's fun. It's really fun to play for Infinite Elixir. If your opponent has Fireball, rip. But other than that, really fun. All right, Giant Skeleton on the left-hand side. 4-2 split here for Runny B. And should be a clone here. There we go. A lot of things on the board. And the Skeletons get tower. No, but they get a ton of damage here. And the Flying Machine connects tower down, left-hand side. And now with the Cannon Cart in the pocket, what looked like a game for Runny has quickly turned on its head the opposite direction. Blake saying as soon as they have Flying Machine and Cannon Cart same deck, you know they're running clone. Yeah, probably right. And now the 6-man goes into the middle, and just the fisherman plays from Runny. A little sus there. If we were voting right now, I would take those fisherman plays and put them right out the airlock. A nice little play there by Omer at the end with the clone to make sure that that Giant Skeleton got right on tower. And there you go. Nice work here. Strostar saying, gotta make it so much. Chris Morello, wait, who was saying? Joe saying, would you suggest I stop studying and switch to CRL? I would say you do both. Study and do CRL, because studying is a good idea. But, you know, do you. You know, if you wanna spend all your time, you know, picking flowers and making flower crowns, go for that, you know? Live your life. You only get one of them. YOLO, as they used to say 5 years ago. Or 7. IamJP currently still at the top, has not lost a match yet. Javi and Hugo right behind him. And Belly has not yet found a match win today. Belly and both struggling a bit so far in the group stage. Hugo and Omer played off stream, and Hugo won 2-1. So there you go, Hugo and Omer. What's my favorite deck in Clash Royale? Minor Wall Breakers right now. But I play a lot of Loon Cycle. Rich, when you start playing CR? I have my 4-year badge. I think my 5-year badge probably isn't far off. And here we go. Belly looking to stay relevant in this one with this matchup against Matthew. Matthew currently 1-1 in matches, so kind of a swing match for both of these guys. A swing match for Matthew and a stay alive match for Belly. How do I counter the Mother Witch without creating a whole pig army? Hit her with big things. How do you become a pro at this? Play a lot and get really good. Let's see. What is the best cards over 5 elixir? How did my dog get in here? What? How did my dog get in here? Hey, bud. My dog, Boone. Daniel Boone just came in here somehow. I thought my door was closed to my office. Turns out that's not the case, and I got a puppy in here. Hold on, guys. 1 second. And we're back. Oh, what did I miss? A tower? Oh, and a tower trade, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. Hunter could pick things up. Rich, do you play Mega Knight Sparky? No, I do not. $972 left-hand lane for Matthew. I have no idea what happened there because I was looking at my dog. Missed a nasty fireball. Oh, someone clip it then. I already answered the Mega Knight Sparky deck question. The answer was no. What breed of dog? He's a mutt. Look at that. Flying machine connection. Belly just putting pressure on right under the Lava Hound. What's the best card over 5 Elixir? Whichever one I'm playing. Bar Barrel goes under. 17 seconds left. Feels like enough time for this to get enough damage on tower, and it will. So Belly not happy about that one. Cannon Cart GY can win a Crosswise game. It's probably the best graveyard deck for winning Crosswise games. Still ain't easy. Barbs pick up the mortar. Flying machine in support to the right-hand side. Trying to protect that mortar right now is Belly. Knows he needs some real damage here. And goes behind the Lava Hound to get the flying machine off the board. Cannon Cart right behind it. And now mortar. It seems like Belly might be going, not trying to pull any graveyards here and go for damage in other ways. And so far, it's actually working for him. Hunter working on the flying machine. No, turns back to the miner. That flying machine, though, is inconsequential on that left-hand side. Final minute coming. Triple Elixir on its way. And Matthew lavas up one more time. Mortar gets the connection, and the fireball takes the flying machine and the brawler off the board. 2 big shots on the mortar from Belly. Miner goes to the outside. Cannon Cart holding the skeleton dragons off tower. Belly's fireball game been on point so far today. Fireball to the right. Final 10 seconds. Belly with the lead. It could disappear right here, though. Matthew making a run for it. Not going to happen. Belly takes game number 1. GG, well played for Belly. Why did someone get timed out for saying how old they are? Oh, did they do something else? All right. And my dog just came back in again. Here, you know what, Boone, come here. Come here, Boone. Come here, bud. Let me see if I can get my... Yeah, come here. Here we go. We're waiting for our next game. There's my dog. Here's my pup. Had him since he was a little puppy, and now he's like 6 years old. Oh, here we go, into our game. Here we go. All right, Boone, get down. Get down. All right, here we are back into the game. I think we're back into the game. I guess there was an error there at some point. Yeah, fun pupper there. And we're waiting for, I guess there was an error with the game. Hey, PB! Powerbang Gaming in the chat. Guys, if you are into PUBG Mobile at all, Powerbang Gaming is your guy. And also, we work together as part of AMG, his and CWA's company. Big thanks to Powerbang Gaming for supporting mobile gaming overall. And yeah, big fan of the shades. Look at that. Look at that. Is that dog content? Dude, the dog, I guess he can, oh, he's just hanging out under my chair. We're waiting for the game to start. He's a good pup, though. We got Boone as a tiny little puppy. Let me see if I can find a good, if I have my puppy picture. I have like, because we got him when he was just 3 or 4 months old. Little rescue pup. And let's see if I find a good, I think I have this puppy picture. Yo, oh boy. That's what he looked like. Let's see if I can get the camera to not key him out here. Oh boy. You know what? We're waiting for the gameplay, so might as well go ahead and give you guys, take off the green screen for a second. Here we go. All right. There's what he looked like as a little puppy. But we got to go back into the game. Let's go. Maybe I'll post a picture of him on some sort of social platform at some point. But for now, we're going back into game number 2. St. Belikin and Matthew belly up 1. Hey, Lucas, goodbye. You have a smudge on your shades, do I? I'll have to check it out. What's nice about these ones actually is the bag works as is microfiber, so you can clean the shades with the bag, which is pretty cool. Looking like it's going to be Lava Hound for Belly. Matthew with the EQ ban. And Belly goes to the skies. And looks like Matthew, a lot of pieces. And for a second there, I thought, because I know Matthew likes to play some Expo, doesn't he? But this is not an Expo deck at all. And yeah, Belly goes Lava. Weird ban here with the EQ, but is what it is. First 90 seconds away, no significant damage. Healthy flying machine, though. Archers to counter. And just a little snowball cycle here. Pretty slow game in this one. And here we go. Lava right at the bridge with the Mega Minion and Brawler behind. Pelly's not even worried about zapping. He's happy for that pop. Yeah, knows the poison's coming in. Does the Mega survive? I don't think it does. 2012 on the left-hand side. Yee. Rich, do you have any experience with stand-up? Yeah, since 2008. Hundreds, thousands of sets. Worked the door at the Comedy Store for 4 years. Hopefully, when we get past this current environment, I'll be able to get back to it. Flying Machine left-hand lane. As we go into sudden death overtime, Belikin in the lead. No real offense so far from Matthew. And there you go. Nice arrows for the archers. And that makes things a lot harder for Matthew overall. I mean, the snowball and the poison are good for him. But the the arrows certainly do put a wrench in his defensive engine. Lava Hound to the left-hand side. Arrows again. Misses one archer. Snowball does reset things a little bit, but Belly, that's just keeping the pressure on. Chris. Oh, he's really quiet on chat message talking about Belikin. Makes sense. Miner goes to the back here. Inferno Dragon. 2 Inferno Dragons now in the left-hand lane for Matthew. And this is the most significant attempt at offense from Matthew so far. Nicely timed poison for those barbs. Snowball as well. This is a real good opportunity for Matthew to get a lot of damage in. Doesn't do quite enough. 30 seconds left. I do believe we're not going to see as much as maybe you'd hoped. And Matthew goes ahead and waves the white flag. Waves the white flag right now. Belikin with the 2-0 win here against Matthew. GG, well played. Belly finally gets a match win. Matthew falls to 1-2 in match play. Belly raises up to 1-2 himself. And let's see. Let's go back to the chat here for a minute. Over on the Twitch side, people dealing with chip, with some clips, etc., etc. Cool, cool, cool. Over on the YouTube side of chat, let's see. Do I have experience? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, lots of stand-up. Performed on lineups of some of your favorite comics, etc., etc. Blah, blah, blah. Years at the Comedy Store. Here, you know what? I'll go ahead and link you guys. If you sub to me, you'll find I have one of my stand-up videos up on YouTube anyway. But I'll go ahead and link you guys one more. Or, no, that's not going to go to chat. Let's see. There you go. Boom. There's a link to one of my stand-up videos. I don't have a lot on YouTube these days, but there you go. Let's see. Do I invest in stocks? Yeah, I'm well invested, in fact. Let's see. Taking a look at the standings so far. JP 3-0 still, and of course we have JP and Javi going to be the last match of the day. Hugo and Omer, I think that's the next one coming up. Let me double check the stats there. And of course, Boeufmac. Belly now moves way up with that wind. With that win. Not that wind. With that win. Here we go. And it's going to be second to last match of the day. Runny B and Hugo. Do I have all max cards? No, I have a lot of max cards. I don't have all maxed. Yee, think about getting a stand-up? Would you happen to have any advice? Plenty, but it's not really for this stream necessarily. But work hard, be funny, don't be a jerk. The third one's negotiable. Have you been to India? No. What's baby boy Slaton's name? It's Baby Slaton. That's his name. That's what we call him. It's the only name he ever had. Rupin. Can't players just check which decks their opponents are playing on Royale API and snipe them? I mean, that's researching your opponent is one of the things that you do. Now, the question is whether or not you play the same deck every single game. Oh, boy. Look at that on the right-hand side. Runny B going Golem early, and Hugo going Dude. Let's see how much damage Hugo allows on the left-hand side here out of Runny. Yeah, researching your... Oh, that's going to be tower down here. Researching your opponents... Oh, never mind. That was a defensive Prince. Double Prince Graveyard here from Hugo. This same construction also, essentially same construction, works for the Goblin Giant as well. Royale, maybe. Can you speak a little bit slowly? Yeah, can you listen a little bit faster? Boom! Gotcha. Split there with the Zappies behind and Golem up one more time as Runny. Do you enter with decks and must keep using them every turn game, or can change between news? Yeah, change between game. Having a diverse deck pool is very important for success in competitive Clash Royale. Also, researching your opponents and prepping decks and matchups that you think will work well against what your opponent's known for. Also important in competitive Clash Royale. Golem continuing to make its push there on that King Tower, but right now it's Hugo with the significant lead. Tons of damage on King Tower. Golem now in the pocket. Right into a Hunter, Zappies. That Prince will be healthy. This is going to be a little bit of damage here for Runny, but I don't think this is going to work out for him well in the long run. Because he's going to have to deal with a pretty healthy Dark Prince and Classic Prince, plus Zappies, plus another Classic Prince. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. And going both directions as well. That's a good Goblin Cage. And no tank gets in for the Graveyard. So that works out okay for Runny, but low on Elixir and stuff on the board right now for Hugo. 650 remains to 628. So, hey, look, this could go either way at this point. This could certainly go either way. And Hugo doing the right thing, just trying to keep pressure on and not give any opportunity for Runny to throw a Golem down. And Runny does. Golem in the pocket. Graveyard down. I don't think that Runny can effectively put a lot of tankage on here. Golem on tower, and there you go. Runny gets the game win. Runny B with a chance to win the matchup here against Hugo in our next game. Stephen Kenny, Rich Slaton, the S-tier cast, plus tier caster. Oh, thank you very much, man. Do appreciate that. He's been a true golem player, not minding the damage. Good point there. Let's see. Any other questions? Do you ever lose your voice from commentating? Yeah, actually, my throat's tickling right now from this stream, and I'm running real low on water. But yes, I don't lose my voice, but my voice does get strained for sure, especially in tournaments like this where it's doing day after day after day after day after day. Gotta drink some tea. You know what I'm saying? Anyone know what roster Matthew is on? I do not. That GY deck only became popular because of duels. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, but duels definitely have made certain decks become more popular. That was a Twitch comment, by the way, for those of you guys who were confused by what's going on. Let's see, Ruben or Morton? Morton and I are closer personally. I've known Morton for a long time. Ruben is phenomenal. It's hard to argue against Ruben being #1 in the world right now. It's hard to argue against that, but Ruben and Morton are just like right there, you know? Does my kid play Clash Royale? No, he's 2. Do I have King Max level? Yes, I do. Who's your favorite pro player? You, Jonathan, because you can be in CRL this year. You could be a pro this year, so you're my favorite right now. Whoever asks me next will be my favorite then. There you go. Boom. Let's go into game number 2, Runny B, with the advantage and Hugo just banning Golem. Rich, do you do YouTube for a living? YouTube is part of my income. Casting for CRL is part of my income. Producing for various companies, including Aftershock Media Group, is part of my income. There you go. And when stand-up comes back, I don't know if I'll do it professionally again. A lot of time on the road. I'll always just do it for the love of the art. Might release a special or an album here or there, but you know, we'll see. Do I watch CWA on YouTube, by the way, Rich? Alex, when I get a chance, I'm very busy, but when I get a chance, I check in. Hey, Powerbang with the shout-out AMG. That's right, Aftershock Media Group. AMG. You know what? Let me go ahead and throw a little AMG Twitter action at you guys. AMG is the talent management group and production company started by your friend, your favorite CWA, and Powerbang, who's in the chat right now. Who, if you don't know who Powerbang is, he's the CWA of PUBG Mobile. And, yeah, we do both production and talent management. And there's a link there on Twitter. Follow AMG on Twitter, dude. Find out about some cool stuff happening in 2021. And we have a full-on staring contest here. Electro Giant versus Lava Hound. What do you think? Use code RICH. Thank you very much, guys. For those of you saying use code RICH, there's the code RICH on the right-hand side. Use that in all Supercell games. Support your boy. Little love there coming on in. And what did I say? Electro Giant? And this has got to be lava. This has got to be lava, right? Nope. Either Electro Giant itself or GY. Probably Electro Giant, though. And so it's Electro Giant versus Electro Giant. Joshua K. Could have sworn a lot of these SSK players said they were retiring. A lot of people said they were retiring, guys. And as they say in mixed martial arts, never trust an in-ring retirement. 950 left-hand lane. Hugo with the big advantage. James N. Check out Cap City Comedy Club in Austin. They have open mic nights for comedians. Yeah, James, I'm working comic for 10 years. Clubs, colleges, casinos, corporates, whatever. But used to be my primary job for a long time. Didn't earn a ton of money doing stand-up, but, you know, was out on the road. I think Cap City closed in Austin, actually, James. I think Cap City is no longer around, if I remember correctly. I think it closed this year, unfortunately, with all that's going on. Electro Giant to the left-hand side, and I don't think there's any stopping this for Runny. Yeah, it's a GG there. That's a GG. All tied up here. Runny takes game number 1. Hugo takes game number 2. Tree Frog, your roast battle on the Comedy Store was great. Oh, thank you very much, man. I did a bunch of those. Did a lot of those roast battles. I actually have some old video from my roast battles I might put up one day. From like the original roast battle before it got super popular. When it was like just comics kind of hanging out there, talking trash. Spent many a night, many years at the Comedy Store on Sunset. James saying it's temporarily closed. Interesting. I've heard that it's not coming back, but we'll see. I don't know, James, if maybe you're tuned into the Austin comedy scene. But yeah, I've heard that it's not. We'll see. I hope it does come back. That'd be cool. Good for the city. I think when everything does open it back, I think you're going to see kind of a comedy explosion in Austin, which is very cool. You want to know if my kid's going to play CR in the future? Well, I have no idea. If he likes to. We'll see what happens. Did I play Clash of Clans as well? I used to play Clash of Clans. Don't play Clash of Clans anymore. I open it up every few months, but don't really play Clash of Clans anymore. But Clash of Clans is how I found Clash Royale. Weirdest. I almost want to show this comment because it's so weird, but someone hit it. Yeah, that was the weirdest comment ever. I don't think it was offensive. It was just weird. You live in Austin, saw Larry the Cable Guy there. Well, I've never been a huge fan of Dan Whitney's work, but, you know, people do his thing. I live in Austin as well now. But I think we're going to see a big influx of comedic talent into Austin. There already has been. So as things begin to open up, I think you're going to see some pretty cool stuff. And so here we go, Royal Giant versus Lava for our final game. Except for the deck that you're playing, what's the most skillful deck? The deck I was playing before I played this deck, Blake. Oh, that's going to be tower down, left-hand side. Early tower down and more on the board, and Runny in a good spot here. And I don't know, Hugo decides to defend on the tower down side, which is the weak side for Runny. Any Theo Vaughn fans here? Theo's a funny guy. The hamster, the bag of hamster bones bit. Saw Theo do late night spots at the store for many years. RG to the left-hand lane. And Lava to the right. So RG does get that left-hand side down. And he is on defense with the Hunter on the right-hand side. Fireball to clean things up. And this game looked like it was completely going Runny's way. And now suddenly we're in a situation where Royal Giant has pocket plays. Final 30 seconds of regulation. And connection on the right-hand side. No, the skeletons do pick it up. And Runny just lobbing it up again and again with that Inferno Dragon down way early. Not really giving Hugo any chance to go with a pocket RG. Balloon comes in. And now RG under to pick up some aggro. And that was a great sequence there from Hugo. Can he stop this balloon, though? I don't think he can. And the balloon does connect. Ah, man, he was putting together a good performance there, Hugo, but Runny B gets the match victory. GG, well played. Yeah, this tournament lasts into February, guys, just so you know. And again, all the information you need is going to be there on AppGrade. One second, folks. All that information you need is going to be on AppGrade. So I would go ahead and check that out if you want it. And also, of course, there's the rule list. And let's go ahead and give you guys one more look at the standings before we go into our final match of the day. Mihail saying, I'm only here to see the sunglasses. Good call. The sunglasses are the most important part. You need some gold shades. Caden, good call. I'm more excited about getting that gold leaf off of Amazon. Dude, I'm gonna eat a gold leaf burrito, and it's gonna be cool. How do you join tournament? This is not open anymore. There were open qualifiers, but not so much. Is it hard for casters to comment on matchup royale games? I mean, first of all, I never liked that term. On matchup games where the player faces a complete hard counter. Not necessarily, because players make mistakes. Sometimes players outplay. Starting hand does have a big effect. I'm excited for matchup stuff for like how matchup will be affected by duel mode. And I've never liked that nickname for the game. But that's also why I don't like single games, right? That's why I like BO3s or BO5s better. Because the more games you play, the more of a pool that you have. Matt Patterson, what happened to Audriel? I don't know. So here we go. Javi, Catorze, and IamJP. Essentially a battle for the top, although I think even with a win here, I don't know if head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. I have not actually checked that part of the rules. So with a win here, Javi might overtake JP, but I don't know if win-loss supersedes head-to-head. And Javi just struggling right now, pressure being put on like crazy by JP. Meyer to the left-hand side, wall breakers behind. Log and Electro Spirit clean that up really easily. Pretty quick cycle here for JP as far as Royal Giant decks go. Royal Giant has generally trended down in terms of average elixir cost from the way it was in 2018 to 2019 when RG Furnace was the central meta deck for all Royal Giant stuff. And now JP just cycling fireballs. And not much that Javi can do in this situation. Seems pretty well controlled right now. You have to find some way. Here's the thing, is that it's going to be hard to catch JP in a big mistake here. Although those bats get on tower, Wallbreaker's not going to connect. But as we're getting a little bit later here, the big question is, can Javi force JP to get little pieces out of cycle from where he wants him defensively and then capitalize? That Electro Spirit is a big annoyance. And now Javi just completely changes lanes. The spears do take the E-Wiz off. Skeletons come out to support. And now Javi going back to the left-hand side. Miner going to go straight to the Hunter. Oh, what a miner. What a miner out of Javi. Fireball has to come out 442 to 848. And Javi now is the one putting the pressure on, doing everything he can to not allow a Royal Giant push get built on that right-hand side. And Javi now biding his time here for a second. Knight at the bridge. Gonna have the bomb tower here to pull that Royal Giant. Miner goes right to the back. Skeleton's distracted. E-Wiz low. Can these wall breakers connect? The log, no connection here, but Javi also defends against the wall, against the RG on the right-hand side. Man, so much going on. I'm losing pieces here left and right. Royal Giant to the right-hand line now for JP. Does the bomb tower get down in time? And it does. Spears, though, have to come out to help out with the DPS on the Royal Giant. Fireball in and does get some more damage. 270 in the right-hand lane, and now Miner to go into the front this time. Hunter does turn right to the wall breakers. Kaboom, they are gone. But the Knight and the Bat to the right-hand side. Ewiz does come down in response. 72. Here we go. Log to the left-hand lane, and Log Cycle here from JP on the right-hand side. Not quite there yet to finish this one off. Fireball in. 26 HP. Can the Log beat out the wall breakers and the Bats? It will. JP takes the win, but Javi Catorze made that into a game. That's why I love watching high-level Clash Royale. That's why I love watching high-level Clash Royale. There we go. JP should put pressure on the right. Yeah, he finally did. Ooh, that was fun. Hey, thank you, Fenway fellas. Do appreciate you stopping by. Good luck for Boston in their next upcoming season of Major League Baseball. I'm going to guess that that's what you're talking about when you say Fenway fellas. I'm going to guess. You know what's funny is, like, I'm actually giving you some side-eye right here. I'm going to guess, but you guys can't tell because I have the sunglasses on. I have to remember that. It looks like I'm looking away right now, but actually I'm looking right at you. Just doing a little bit of a head tilt. The sunglasses kind of give you a little bit of a 50-50 there. Is Igor in this tournament? Yes, he is in the Asia region. Go ahead and follow Cashman on Twitch to follow the Asia region. Replays of that region will be here on this YouTube channel. Actually, day one replay is already up on my YouTube channel, so go ahead and subscribe to this one. Boom, get in there, follow. You can get all the Bren Chong Cup action, Bren Chong Cup 2 action right here on the most fun place for Clash Royale esports. But you can also watch it live, watch Asia and LATAM regions live one more time at Cashman. Let's see. You are a true American, Rich. Stephen Kenny, I don't know what that means. I'll take that as a yes, as a good. I don't know. I'll take that as it is. Your pops played for the Yankees. Whoa. Interesting. Your pops played for the Yankees. And oh, I mean, he already played minor league ball because he did it for the New York Yankees org. So maybe he played minor league ball, and then you decided to be a Boston fan to talk some trash. Here we go, game number 2. JP with the advantage. Royal Giant is the ban. And it looks like Javi going RG EQ. Giant Skeleton. No, RG is banned. Is this going to be Mortar EQ Cycle? Bomb Tower, so no. Oh, Hog EQ. All right, let's go. Hog EQ with Spears. There goes the King Tower activation. The Janitor, hello, back to England. Behind Bernie Williams. Boston to talk trash. Yeah, tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Hey, see you manana, Fenway fellas. Have a good one, buddy. Take care. And thanks for the support. Really do appreciate it. 3-3 split here for JP at the bridge. Hunter does pick up the Princess Tower, though, so does not protect the Hunter in that one. I feel like I've seen Javi run this kind of interesting variation on Hog EQ before. Mihail, are you buddies with Ash? Yeah. I work for the company he shares with PB. Aftershock Media Group. I talk to Ash almost every day for work. And because he's a cool guy. And Fishboy goes down. Final minute of regulation, 13:03 to 14:71. And now just some EQ cycle out of Javi. Nice little sequence there from Javi with the snowball and the log on the left-hand side, although the Valk early probably could have let that Magic Archer take one step further, but there you go. Log to work on the piggies, but those piggies are going to come in. Valk. And notice the Valk placement there out of Javi. Why didn't Javi put the Valk right in the middle, get those piggies with the perfect swing? Well, because of Magic Archer. And there we go. There's going to be 1 Magic Archer shot, 2 Magic Archer shots, 3 Magic Archer shots. Oh, boy. That's a lot of damage in the left-hand lane. Javi might be in a lot of trouble here. Hog to the left-hand side. Remember, no big spell for IamJP, so he has to actually get on tower here. But that Magic Archer going to make things so complicated. Javi goes Valk with the Hog behind it, probably. Most likely we should see a Hog come in here fairly soon. There we go. Hog behind the Valk to absorb one of those shots. And it does take the Fisherman pull. Hog Rider gets 1 shot. Does the Musketeer get through? It does not. Magic Archer high from JP, 118 remaining. How does Javi deal with the Magic Archer? Musketeer to the outside is the answer. Cannon Cart now. And the high Valk, Hog Rider goes the opposite direction, Pigs down. Needs to get a bomb tower down, and Javi does. Valk trying to help. Hog Rider, 43 HP. Ooh! Javi wins game number 2 by 46 HP. What a finish, what a play, and we're going to game number 3. Ooh, that's a great one. I forgot to switch. That was so great, I forgot to switch. Forgot to switch the camera. That's how good that one was. Hey, Boone, how are you? You guys want to see a puppy shot one more time as we get ready for game number 3? There we go. There's the pup. Weighs about 25 pounds. Just got shaved. Also, just got some teeth taken out because he had. I guess little dogs get bad teeth after a while. Just had a couple of teeth taken out. What a game! Wasn't that a great game, Boone? Was that a fun game? Don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. You can lick my neck. Don't lick my face. Come on. Come on. What a great game that was. Huh? Great finish there from Javi. We're going to game number 3. I know I'm excited. I know Boone's excited. You're excited, aren't you? Ooh. What a game. Yeah, cute doggo. Yeah. Usually he has really long hair, but not right now. Man, those logs could have done it. Logs could have done it, yeah. B-Rad's dog is cuter. Okay. Are we having cute dog competitions? Come on. This guy's pretty cool. This guy's pretty cool. When he has his long hair, he's even cooler looking, but oh, you're a cute pup. All right. I guess we're going to get here to game 3 here, the last game of the day pretty soon. If you guys have enjoyed any of this, if you enjoyed hearing me riff about nothing, if you've enjoyed the Clash Royale action, if you've enjoyed seeing my dog, if you've enjoyed razzing me for my eyebrows, if you've enjoyed any of this, you see, here's my eyebrows. They're there. I have eyebrows. If you've enjoyed any of it, subscribe to my channel. Do it right now. Ring the bell for notifications. Do that too. Be here. Be a part of this. Right? This is a movement. Just sub. It'd be nice. And oh yeah, also follow Cashman to watch live for Asia and LATAM. Game number 3 coming in a minute. I guess they're taking a moment here to get their bands in and decide these big old decks. What up, Fahad? Good to see you. Which card are you going to for my deck? Depends on what other cards you're playing there, Liema. Jordan with the sub to the channel. Thank you, Jordan. I'll go ahead and throw that back into the chat there. Name of the doggo. That's Boone. Daniel Boone is the name of the doggo. He's a cool dog. He's a pretty great dog. What do you think about X-Bow? It shoots arrows or bolts or whatever. Here we go. Game number 3, JP and Javi. Let's go. And nice little King Tower activation there for JP. My dog is a he, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, the Lightning tries to get the Dark Prince on tower, but then picked up by the Lumberjack at the end. Ram Rider behind, going to get raged up. Cage picks up, though. And that's going to be some Magic Archer damage. Nice NATO. These guys are really pulling all the stops here. Interesting. Pretty close so far. Man, that Lightning going to take a lot of the support away from Javi. Little spammer action here. King Tower activation is going to help a little bit against... You see right there, boom. Royal Ghost doesn't hit. And Javi just spamming. Just putting cards at the bridge. Knows it's a matter of time before he sees a big Electro Giant. And JP getting real aggressive with those lightnings. Obviously, 6 for 5 ain't too bad to stick that cannon cart in back and get some tower damage. Javi cycles Spear at the back. Bandit trying to protect this Magic Archer a little bit more. But a nice bar barrel out of JP. Two belches from the Baby Dragon on the right-hand side, 2004 to 2071. This is the only bridge spam deck of the day, I believe. Lumberjack to the right-hand side, work on that Ice Whiz. Not that much work, though. Electro Spirit tries to disrupt the action on the left-hand side. Cannon Cart I do like against the Electro Giant because of that second phase. That extra utility is very, very helpful. And here we go. Big connection on the right-hand side, 1271 remaining. Javi now way out ahead with 20 seconds left in regulation. As someone has pointed out in the chat there, Lazy Boy pointed out, there is no direct damage at all from Javi. Spell-wise on tower, so he has to connect. Can't even cycle logs or snowballs or anything. Has to get actual connections. Does on the left-hand side with that Royal Ghost. Ignoring it right now is JP. And JP able to take the lead back because of that. But Ram Rider down now, and the Lumberjack does not get in front of the Ram Rider. Ice Whiz actually might help out Javi here in this one. But the High Dark Prince cleans everything up. Magic Archer does get one shot, does get two shots. 10:49 to 10:02. 95 seconds left. And now the NATO to pull. Royal Ghost right behind, 7:38 to 10:49. And Javi puts pressure on the left-hand side with the Bandit cycle. Javi asking about the game plan, asking about that pretty quickly here. Needs some sort of choice to be made and make it quickly. NATOs are a good call right now out of JP. But that's a lot coming down the left-hand side. Baby Dragon will get one belch. No, it does not. And Bandit in on the left-hand side with the Royal Ghost. NATO pulls. The Ghost goes right back, though. Magic Archer on the right-hand side connecting. 8:15 on one side, 7:16, 6:05 now to 7:38. Final 35 seconds, and the Electro Giant goes high on the right-hand side for JP. Ram Rider now sticking it right in place. Bandit for pressure on the left-hand side. That's a big-time, very important lightning, but that combination of Ram Rider and Cannon Cart holding strong on the right-hand lane. And now here we go. There's the pressure. Javi calling good game, and that's going to be it. Cannon Cart connects. Javi Catorze gets the win in the final match of the day. Ends this first part of Group D. Tied 3-1 with IamJP. We'll get an exact story for the rankings, for the standings here in just a moment. But the big story there is JP taking that one, the first one, and then I believe JP took the first one, right? Is that correct? And then Javi Catorze coming back. Javi Catorze, beautiful gameplay in those two. Mad respect to one of my all-time favorites. Wow. Absolute wow. Javi is doing a good job going back and forth. He's been so good for so long. Trying to stay that good for that long, real difficult. So very, very nice work for IamJP and Javi today. Looking at the standings. And as we take a look, that's not the score. JP did not win that one. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that one fixed in just a moment here. We'll have the proper standings come up here in just a second. Someone pressed the wrong button somewhere and gave the score to the wrong person. Yeah, I wore the glasses while I slept, too, there, Hawaiian bound. Here we go. Here's the proper standings. And you're going to see JP still on top because he has a better game differential. So I guess head-to-head is not the first tiebreaker. I'm going to check the rules on that one when we're off stream because I thought the head-to-head would have been tiebreaker number 1. but this one has game differential ranking him. Maybe the way that the computer runs it does not actually give you the proper way to rank those different things. So we'll check on that one. But either way, Javi and JP end at the top 3-1 both. One more win from either one of them will probably secure their way into the regional final here for EU. Hugo and Runny B in 3rd and 4th. And you see Belly and Boeufmac along with Omer and Matthew in the 1 and 2 group. All 4 of those guys on the bottom half of the standings for the moment. So one of those guys need to start putting some wins in and put those wins in soon. Because again, you fall down to 1 and 3, that job gets even more difficult. Guys, this has been a whole lot of fun today. I'm Rich Slaton. If you haven't yet, of course, don't forget to subscribe. The link is both in the description if you're watching the video and in the chat right now if you are watching on either Twitch or YouTube. It's happening on both of those. Of course, also don't forget to use, don't forget to use code RICH. Boom, right there at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to use code RICH in the Supercell shop to support me as well. That's super helpful. If you want to follow along with this event, the AppGrade app and the link linked in the chat right now will give you all your results and schedules for every single region. That's going to be it for today. I'm Rich Slaton. This is the most fun place for Clash Royale esports. I will see you guys back here tomorrow with Group A one more time. Take care, guys. Later. All right. That's the end of the YouTube stream.